I'll change the
So
name
when-
if Fortnite sponsors us.
Ayo,
We'll
Fortnite.
change
Ayo.
it to Fortnite Pyramid Scam Podcast.
Fortnite, hit us up. I don't think they'll be happy with that line though. Fortnite pyramid scam.
Welcome to the Fortcast, guys. Welcome to Fortcast Not Fridays, which is happening on a Wednesday for reasons undisclosed. We are a podcast that talks about the Southeast Asian streaming ecosystem in Fortnite, happening every fortnight.
Hey.
It's such a good line,
Finger
right?
guns.
It's such a good.
Yeah.
See,
Finger
Sarah.
guns.
See, Hera appreciates it.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Oh my god. I
It's
see
such a
you.
good
I see
fun.
you. I notice you.
I can't see Sarah's face, but I
was-
just know he's like staring blankly off into the distance.
I am. I actually am. I was face palming myself after you said it.
It's not like anybody can see your VTuber model facepalm itself.
They don't need to.
It's
They
just
know me well
pure
enough.
disgust. It's just you don't care that nobody gets to see it. It's just like
They know me well enough that they don't need to see it.
But yes, no joke. We do the podcast while playing Fortnite, and today we have a very special guest, Hera.
Hiyo.
Woo! Yeah.
I'm a chicken, turkey, reindeer.
It's a reindeer.
Let's go.
But reindeers don't have feathers.
I'm not sure.
But he's a monster that's doing like a reindeer cosplay. Isn't
My
that the whole
God.
thing?
Yeah, oh god, our hitbox is so huge, guys.
Our head is so big.
So we're gonna die.
But yeah, today we are here to talk about Hera's channel a little bit, but we're also gonna be talking about creativity. That is the topic of today's podcast. We're gonna be touching a little bit on childhood inspirations. We're gonna talk a bit about advertising, I'm sure, because all of us
Oh,
work in
no.
advertising.
True.
Hera literally an art director in an agency. I work in client servicing, and I guess your last job was also client servicing, right, Sarah?
Yep. Oh no, last job no. It was a community manager and social media
Oh.
exec.
Close enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just some of the things we're gonna talk about today. But I think we can start with the all-important question of Hera. Would you like to introduce yourself? Who are you?
Okay.
Who is Herasays? And why is your
Hera
Why is
says
your
he's looking
Epic
for a
Games-
god.
why is your Epic Games name Herasays? Ooh,
I like how you.
Number
the big questions.
Because well, number one, my username was taken, and I was like, you know what? I think the best username will be Hera says what? Ooh. Ooh,
It's
what
very
is this? An
cute.
arrow?
Oh, because
So, yeah,
there's
I think-
bows.
Whoa! Distracted.
Distracted
assault rifle.
already. Oh no.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Wait. So the question was like, who am I? So
Yes,
hello,
and
I am a streamer, and but first and foremost, I am an art director, and I do a lot of graphic design and a lot of ads, a lot of ads basically for an ad agency. So I work all the time. I barely like
Oh no.
barely get time off, but I'm happy because this has been my dream job for like a long time. And on the side, I try to like have time to stream because I don't know, I really like games. And it just keeps me calm and stuff like that. And I guess a very interesting tidbit was the reason why I started streaming was not because of streaming itself.
Oh.
It was because of I didn't want to save my videos in my computer because I didn't have space on it. So I just used Twitch as a way to like save my videos. That's basically it. That's pretty much
Really?
it, actually. Yeah. Because like my friends and I would play all the time. So I was like, I'm running out of space in my computer. So you know what? I'll just like, yeah, I'll stream on Twitch so I could save it there and I can clip the clips and I don't need to buy a hard drive. So I was very smart. and then people started coming, and yeah, that was scary.
Wait,
So yeah, that's pretty much it.
I have so many questions about this.
Oh,
Why were you saving video clips of your gameplay in the first place? Were you uploading
Because
them on YouTube or something?
My friends were so dumb. I too am dumb. I mean, look at Justin. Look at Justin and look at Luna. Does that tell you something about the kind of community I have? So it was really, really funny. Like, it was honestly like hilarious how whatever thing we're gonna say. So I wanted to have like clips of it, and
Oh.
it was just taking up so much space in my computer. And now the entire world can now see it. Hell yeah.
Aw, that's wholesome actually.
Beep 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 beep. Oh, I'm on a motorcycle. Ah.
Wholesome, but like kind of like backwards. Like, the way that you started streaming was to have clips.
Yeah. I'm blackmail, but now I can't use them anymore because now everybody knows about it.
Wait, so what kind of content do you do in your channel now? If
So
you had
I
to
do-
describe it.
I think it's a little bit of everything actually. I do a lot of FPS games, but not really for serious purposes because I don't really like playing competitive. I just like playing the game and doing weird stuff. And then I do like indie games though, and also story games. So that's actually one of the things I want to focus on next year is to like really try to finish my game. I need to finish my games, honestly. So yeah, and also I do a lot of chatty kinds of streaming. I don't know if it's a podcast style, but I think it's mostly like just talking about anything and everything. So kind of like a super indirect or non-planned podcasting, which may be something, I don't know, in the future, but I don't know. We'll see. Why do I have a
love
shotgun
to.
and why am I doing in Oh no, is this a wait.
For the record, I would love to watch a podcast on your channel.
But I think it's just gonna be about graphic design, honestly, because
A
I
graphic
think that's
design
what
podcast!
yeah, it's what I like talking. But yeah, aside from that, it's really like a variety of things. If I were to describe what's happening in the stream,
I love
So,
all
yeah.
the things that we have learned about you so far, by the way. That you started streaming because your friends are dumb.
birds of the same feather.
And that
Are
you cannot
turkeys.
complete games.
I can't complete game. Yes, it's hard. Like, oh my gosh, what was this?
But
What am I
when did you start streaming actually?
I think that was like a pandemic. Yeah, I started streaming I think sometime before the pandemic, but that was like the I'm gonna go play games and clip all the things that my friends are saying, also my weird sayings and stuff like that. And then since we had a lot of I guess I just, I don't know, played more. And then people started saying hi. And it's just like, oh god, there's like so many social things happening. I still have a shotgun. What the heck? Is there like a rifle here somewhere? Huh? I'm fine.
Try
I'm
this,
fine,
hold
I'm
on. Try this. I dropped for you.
fine. Okay. Thank you, finally. Thank you.
I guess
can
that's the
now
closest thing to a rifle in this game.
Yes. But yeah. That is pretty much like what happened.
This is the craziest origin story ever.
I've never heard an origin story like that before.
Yeah, it's scary. And then the thing is too, like, I didn't know what raids were, because I never really like bothered with learning the tech. I'm just here, I'm just here to watch in the official Overwatch channel, so I can get free drops. And yeah, that was it. And then I got raided, and it was just like, huh, who are you? And then I think the nice part is like some of the friends, like for example, I'm so sorry, Justin. I keep name dropping him, but he is
I
like
think he
top of
expected
mind.
it. Don't worry.
Yeah, he's like top of mind, dumb friend. Top of mind, dumb friend. And we kind he got into streaming too, just because like I think yeah he saw like the whole streaming thing that started. I don't know. I think all our friends just started streaming as well, nearly the same time as the pandemic happened, since we all had like a lot of free time. Cause I guess before that we only really have like a little bit of time only because of how the traffic is. So when we do go to work, there's like what 3 hours of traffic, and then
3 hours. Sorry.
yeah, and
Ew.
then yeah, around that one, 2 to 3 hours just to get to places, cause craziness. So like we didn't have, I guess like people didn't have time. I didn't have time then, and now that since everything's, I'm just like oh, hey yo,
Wait, are you
We're
fully
here.
working from home now?
yes we are.
Ooh.
Although allegedly they said we're gonna go hybrid, but I think what people meant was if we really do need to go to the office, we will go to the office. But if not, lol, the office does not exist. So
Fair.
yeah. Because you could really get a lot of stuff done, and that's what actually I found too. Because it's like, oh, I have so much time to like now work on this streaming thing that suddenly appeared out of nowhere. So I started like doing my overlays, and then I started figuring out how to use my camera as my tool. It's like there's what do you call this? I have a big camera, like a DSLR that I normally use for travel, but since I'm not using it for anything, I'm just like I'm gonna hack it into a webcam. Oh, is that an NPC? Should I shoot that person?
If it's
Yeah, don't
if
shoot
it looks like
yourself.
holographic. But yeah, you also have a Discord server, right? Did that start together with streaming, or something came later?
Oh, I think it's something that came later actually. Yeah. I honestly have no idea why I have one. Wait. Let me. Oh, okay. Wait.
I like how she's like
So-
remembering it now.
Wait a minute. Okay.
Yes,
okay,
the
okay,
Olympus
okay.
Cafe.
Okay, so this is like the timeline of it. So I started streaming because of the clips with friends thing, and then people started coming, and we then started playing a lot of Overwatch, and then after that we started having customs every other week, since again it's a pandemic, and that's how I met some of the Overwatch friends that we have right now. How do you get up here? Oh, okay. And now it's like, okay, we're gonna do like customs every week, and we had like commentators, like I would host the lobby and stuff like that,
God.
and it was something that people would do and would join us for, and that's how we also got to meet new people. And I think that's also part of the reason why it started, like the stream started growing, was because of Overwatch.
The
Ew.
dedication though?
Yeah, ew. And we had a server before called OUG back then.
That's
it
funny
still
because
exists.
OUG is an actual place in Malaysia.
Is it?
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what it means? Oh my god, you guys.
Wait, does OUG stand for something?
Yeah.
It does, right?
Yeah, it says it stands for like oh my god, you guys.
Oh my
Like OUG. Like it's so dumb because you're like, what
Oh
are
my
we gonna call the
gosh.
server? OUG.
Wait,
And then I think I
OUG in Malaysia stands for something as well, right?
I
Is it?
don't remember what it stands for, but yeah, it does. It's a location in Malaysia. actually.
Overseas Union Garden.
Ah, is
I
that what it
mean-
means?
Apparently.
I mean, well.
I prefer
Well,
oh my god, you
well.
guys.
Well. I'm glad it's a real thing. And oh yeah, and then afterwards, people started getting sick of Overwatch. So, you know, because we were promised Overwatch 2 and they never delivered until
Yes.
recently. So the what do you call that? The interest for Overwatch started waning down, and then I started playing other games. Oh, I started like, oh man, I didn't know there were other games aside from Overwatch. Wild. Ooh, banana. Sorry, I'm just distracted. Ooh, banana.
The
Ah,
banana
banana.
heals health.
Okay. I haven't been shot yet, so I'm Gucci. Gucci with a
Ella's doing its
banana.
job.
Yeah, thank you, Atlas.
Ella's
Yeah,
keeping us
bodyguard,
safe.
am
Oh
I
my
right?
gosh, you got targeted!
Oh no!
Speaking of, time to
Ooh,
test Ella's skills for real. Hera's got targeted
For
from
real.
Bounty.
Oh no! Why me? But hello there. Do they even know where I am?
They can see on the map there's like a yellow circle. So they can just hit to the yellow circle
Oh.
and they'll know
Oh,
approximately
my.
where you are.
oh my! Hello, Atlas. Hello, you're my friend now. Ayo. Ah. Yeah, so one of the games that I found out that I could play is called Fortnite. It's a nice game. I'm totally not being paid for this.
And this is
You're
like,
actually not. You're actually not, though.
I'm totally not.
I was like, can I just
Yeah,
call out
great
Piatsiv's
game.
comment real quick?
Oh, what?
Because
What?
he came in and he asked, how is Hera doing? Please tell me Hera has been panicking since 30 minutes.
No, it's like I don't know.
Not
I don't know.
all
I
of the
get
30
no, yeah. Like sometimes I'm surprised at a banana. It's like, oh, banana,
No.
a corn.
The no is concerning.
No.
Also, Nat, how do you want to make a bet real quick? Sorry, since we're talking about Hera playing Fortnite, how long would it be until
Okay.
Hera buys the battle pass?
Oh no. How much is in ringgit?
I thought you were gonna do like a bet within the stream, like whether we get a dub or not.
Oh
Oh.
no, nah. I mean, we will.
You don't think we're gonna
I
get a
believe-
dub? Where's the
I
fame?
believe
we
in
will? We
Atlas.
will.
I believe in Atlas. Thank you. Oh wait. Ooh.
But yeah, just to get
Primal.
back to the questions, yes.
Yes.
Piazza is also asking, how many questions have been asked since the podcast started? Oh, we've just been talking about Hera's
We were just
streaming
introducing.
career.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hee.
But yeah, I like how your streaming story, everything is so like coincidental.
I know. It was just like so weird. Honestly, I think everything started with Overwatch because most of the core friends that I have right now, started from Overwatch. It was if you know Luna, one of my friends, like one of my OG friends, still a friend now. Sadly, sadly, we are
Sadly.
still friends. She was the one who introduced me, and we're sadly still friends.
Wait, she introduced you to Justin?
Yes. Cause I randomly played with her. Like it was like she was a random in the game.
Oh,
And she
actually.
Yeah, she rezzed me, and I'm like, oh, I like that res. That was a risky ass res. I'm gonna befriend you. Yeah, that was it. it was a shallow.
All
And
of
then
these
suddenly,
reasons
my-
are like, my jaw is dropping.
Yeah, and now from that res, we now know each other's like innermost secrets. It's wonderful. Well, how do you fire this bow? Huh? It doesn't
Press
have a
and
cross.
hold.
It
Hold.
doesn't have a crosshair. Oh,
It does have a crosshair.
whoa! It has a crosshair. Peek me.
Are you
Peek
fighting
me.
somebody?
Ooh.
But yeah, I think for quite a lot of people, streaming is quite like a foreign thing, I would say. In the sense that streaming may be people's like first introduction to like film, right? Or broadcasting or anything, you know, within this sphere. But I like, with the exception of you and us, like for you it's a world that you are more than familiar with, right? Like when you started streaming, you were already working at a production house,
Oh my god, you're right.
right?
You're right, but I did everything wrong.
Everything opposite.
It's like, oh my, people are here. What are we gonna talk about? We're plan things. No, we're not. We're gonna spend so much time in lazada.com.ph. Where are the people? Where are they shooting at?
Oh my
Who-
gosh,
who
and
are you?
even the streams go
No,
back
no.
to e-commerce.
Who are you? I know, imagine, right?
Everything
Imagine.
comes back to marketing.
It does. Where are they shooting? Oh! What's that? Oh, hello.
That's
Wow! I do have one. Does it
Oh,
have
you have
like
a hammer?
usage? Yes. Does it have
4,
usage?
and then it refreshes. It
Oh my gosh!
not
I thought it
reloads.
had.
It
Wow!
cools
No,
down.
it cools down.
Oh,
But yeah, were
I
you
love
Use it
always?
many times.
But yeah, were you always a creative person, Hera, even when you were younger,
oh
or
my gosh! Yes, it was so disturbing, and it was just very.
why
It was just very
disturbing
weird.
though?
'Cause
That's
I
not
don't
the
know.
word
It
I would have
was
used.
okay. I
I
don't
like
know
how
how
you
it
said
started.
disturbing.
I really don't know how it started. But I guess it's because I was one of the few people who didn't really grow up with the internet being all here and encompassing and connecting to everybody. So it was more of like dial up, right? The age of dial up and stuff like that. So I have to wait at night just to use the internet. So most of the time I would draw. I would actually just draw and
Aw.
make stories, like a lot of stories. I also used then, so I would also write. And along the writing, I would do like character designs and stuff like that, and draw maps and world building because I was a nerd.
Oh my
Um,
gosh.
yeah, like I loved Lord of the Rings. I love his
Yes, we have talked about this
appendices.
before.
Like, oh my god,
Sorry,
like good
appendices?
gracious. Yeah, the appendices. Like, I love how he did everything about the world to the point that
Ah.
we now know how everybody. Let's go. It was really good, and I took that as inspiration a lot. And the books I read, such as the Tamora Pierce novels, for example.
Very
It would
familiar.
all yeah. It's a lot of medieval theme, and then I would draw too, like all the characters and the worlds that I would think of to go alongside that. So I would actually have a lot of books. I think they're in the box somewhere here in the house. We don't know where, but it's here in the house. Like I could feel the
Somewhere.
presence. Yeah, it's in the black hole somewhere. Yeah. So I would have like a lot of these paper notebooks and with a lot of drawings and writings to go along with it. So it started there. And then on the times that I would also have like the internet, I was into lol Neopets.
Oh my
Way
gosh,
back in the day.
Neopets.
Yeah, you remember their forums, right? Their forums.
I actually never grew up with Neopets. I never knew a thing.
Syra
I
is
never knew a
young.
thing.
Syra is young.
Oh.
Syra is like 3 years younger than me.
20, yeah,
Aww.
23.
Aww, that is so cute. You missed everything. That is so.
Oh my
You
god.
missed the land of the forum.
Actually,
oh my
for
goodness.
Neopets, I wasn't really in the forums as well because I didn't. I was like so young on the internet that I was just playing the games without engaging in the community. So I literally just played Neopets and tried to figure it out, even though the UI and the UX was not as polished
Hold on, I'm trying to drive.
as it is today.
Yeah, it hasn't changed for 20 years. They only recently changed it.
Did they
I went
change
to
it?
check. Yeah, I went to check. It had the same website for 20 plus years. It was wild.
Wait, but they changed it. What did they change?
It now looks quote unquote modern. They changed the homepage already.
Oh my gosh, no!
But I couldn't log in because I can't remember my password. Imagine.
I'm not surprised because
Mhm.
I think a few weeks ago you forgot your Twitch password.
Yeah, and earlier today I forgot my Overwatch password.
Don't you play Overwatch like every day, girl?
I'm logged in. I'm logged in automatically. So it's just like, oh no.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
And you know what? It told me when I changed it, you can't use your last 5 passwords. I'm like, what? What?
So you
does
actually
it mean?
remember it?
Like,
But-
yes, yes and no.
Oh my
Yes. I was
gosh.
like, what? I don't like this anymore. Ah. Where are the enemies? Why are you hiding? So yeah, so Neopets was like since it had like a community and everything, right? I was always with the art community there. What we would do is that we would draw our pets and then we would get votes and win.
So you would
Was
like
that- oh, what a-
scan. You would have to scan that, right? You would have to scan, draw,
Uh,
and scan your images and upload it onto the forum.
Yes. I used a tablet then, like one of those the Wacom tablets,
Oh,
the earlier ones, the bamboo ones. If you um like remember the bamboo ones. So I was into digital stuff then too, because even though we don't have internet, my dad was like, okay, you can use a computer, and I was like, okay. And I learned how to use Photoshop, Corel Photo Paint, which is like the other version of Photoshop, and I would do Flash as well.
Wait, I just want to check. How old
Yeah.
were you when you were doing all this?
I was 12.
Ah.
I was 12. So I learned how to code too because of Neopets. So basically everything I did for my pets so I could win. Yeah, that's pretty much it actually. Like I would learn just so I can win like a pet contest. It was so wild looking back. And the thing too is that with a
we're in
pet
the storm, Hera.
contest. We're in the storm.
Right here.
Ooh,
Right out
thank-
here.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man.
But yeah.
Oh yeah, I
so-
just had a thought. I had a thought.
Yes, thought.
I had a thought because I think Neopets was the very first community. I think that's why I know how to like deal with people also in the Discord and stuff like that here too. Because but then it was so different because it was more of like the art club kind of, so people would be critiquing each other and then commenting and complimenting each other like, oh my gosh, you have pretty art.
Wow,
be
so
nice.
wholesome.
That's
Yeah, it
cute.
was very wholesome and people were
Back when the internet was nice.
yeah, back when the internet was nice. People were so nice back then in that particular area, the art forum. So yeah. And I honestly got into advertising also because of it and graphic design because I would also try to be popular in that art forum by making layouts for people.
Oh really?
So you're saying that your entire advertising career is thanks to Neopets?
Yeah, it's so sad, but it's true.
It's not sad. That's an awesome origin story.
Because people to be able to win in the votation category and stuff like that for your character and draw like when you're drawing them, you have to be known. So I'm thinking, okay, how do I get my brand out there? Hera,
12-year-old Hera.
is 15-year-old. How do I get my brand out there and get like top of mind?
Oh my gosh, no.
So I would make layouts for people and then they would share the link. And I would be sneaky and be like, oh, by the way, guys, in the page, in the HTML page there. Because they would share it for like if people are looking for layouts for their own profiles. So I will be like, oh hey, yeah, my pet is in the beauty contest. Why don't you vote for my pet?
Oh my
And
gosh.
And they would.
Hera actually started young with her marketing life.
That is the real
And that is
scam.
marketing.
This is
It was so
the-
dumb.
the Fortcast, the Fortnite scamcast, the Neopets
Yeah,
scamcast.
hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh
Neat,
my
neat.
gosh.
And that's it. And the rest was history. Now we are here. Those are pigs. Are those pigs?
Boars.
Oh yeah, you can shoot
Those are
them.
wolves and boars.
Oh.
I don't
Or
know.
you
Yeah,
can
that's
try
cool.
jumping on them, and you can ride them.
Yeah.
Okay. It's okay, I have a gun. Goodbye, guys. Goodbye, guys. Hello. Wait. Come back. Oh my gosh. Oh, Wolfie, come here. But yeah.
Oh, now to watch Hera try to jump on the wolf.
Oh, no, please. Why aren't you? Stay still. Why are you? You're shooting the chicken? Is that what?
Hey, let's go!
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, I can't believe that happened. It ate the chicken.
That's hilarious. Oh my god, this other wolf is killing my wolf! Go away.
What?
It's
Yeah,
okay.
kill that wolf, dude. Kill that wolf.
I've killed the enemy wolf.
Yeah. Anyways. Oh my gosh. I love this. I'll never let you go, Wolfie.
But yeah, how long were you doing Neopets for then? How long were you active in the Neopets community for?
I think until I was 16.
Wow.
13,
That's
14,
how do you
15.
do?
Yeah. Huh? Okay.
Fall damage.
Fall damage.
Alice
Oh.
died from fall damage.
I was
Oh.
on a bike. It hit the tree, and I died.
Well. He will be missed. Oh no, we don't have a. How do we revive him?
Oh, I'm reviving
From
him,
there.
no worries.
Yeah,
Okay.
so just like in Apex, he will be down first, and then once the health dies fully, you can take the banner and then revive at the stations.
Oh my god, we have to protect him.
Also, yes, there is
see-
fall damage, by the way.
Yes, please.
But if you hug the edge of the cliff, I think you won't need to worry about it.
Yeah, you can kind of like slide down the hills.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but if you straight
Wow.
up jump, you will die, I think.
Okay. Noted.
Hera, do you see the truck? These trucks?
Yes.
So those are the respawn stations, basically.
Oh, okay. Noted. So that's why it had like a little light.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, noted.
But yeah, like 12 to 16 is like a long
is,
commitment.
It is a long commitment. I only honestly stopped because, well, college. College, and I was also getting bored too because it's like the same old thing.
Oh yeah, the internet was becoming so much bigger and had so much more stuff after that.
Yeah.
You just caught fireflies.
Eh?
That.
No?
I just got the achievement. Someone caught fireflies.
Not me.
Oh, people, hi.
No,
Bye.
seriously, not me.
There's people by me, by the way.
Oh.
Okay.
Hello. No, it was my fucking grenades down
I
at them.
downed 2 of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, why do I feel like you were doing way more other creative stuff? You just strike me, Hera, as the kind of person who was doing like everything and anything.
I know, it was so. I don't know why. Because I just am interested in a lot of things. Like, if I think of something cool and I have like all the means to do it, like materials and stuff, I would go and do it. Like, I would like I said, for example, the Flash thing. I learned how to do Flash because I wanted to make games. And
actually.
I was also cheap. So what I would do for Christmas was make a game for people, and then that's their gift.
That's actually
Then-
cute.
That's
Yeah.
so cute though.
Yeah. And they ended up like really quitting Neopets. Well, mostly number one, it never changed for how many years. So it's like really the content on their side. And I was also starting college in US, and I needed to focus more on graphic design. Since the Mao, I got in graphic design.
To nobody's
So that was-
surprise.
I wonder why.
Some
Fun
things
fact.
are just destined.
Yeah, fun fact. I actually, in one of the universities here in the Philippines, because I applied for a bunch of them. I applied for one prestigious university, and they had an essay asking why I'm taking the course I'm taking. Dude, I talked about Neopets. It was so dumb. I got accepted, by the way.
I mean, it's the perfect story actually. It's like got narrative arc, it's got a connecting theme.
True.
It's actually perfect.
It's actually like really fucking perfect. Holy shit. I can't imagine how the lecturer will be like, what is Neopets? What is this?
I explained.
Did you
So
have
you
to do
wrote
the
like a-
whole Neopets,
yeah.
an online multiplayer?
So, yeah, like did you write a whole essay introducing to Neopets first, then like what you did with the Neopets?
I think so, yeah, if I recall. Because I was saying there was like an advertising component.
Oh my god, that is so perfect.
Oh my gosh.
Now, another fun fact. years later during my college when I was already in graphic design, because we had to like submit a portfolio to continue. So that's our continuing portfolio to make sure that you're worthy and stuff like that and have a future.
Yep.
Yeah, there was an essay portion and it asked me what was the inspiration that you had growing up and stuff like that.
We're jumping, by the way.
Yeah, I'm coming. Hey, I saw the hey.
That
I
didn't see
panicked a
anyone.
little bit. Yeah, I panicked a little bit.
But yes,
I wrote
your
about
essay.
Lord of the Rings.
Let's go.
Oh my god. So
Oh my gosh,
anyway,
that's a
I'm
dream.
okay. I swear, I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm swear. Hey, I continued. They thought I had a future.
That is good, I guess.
So yeah.
Oh, somebody else dropped with us.
Yeah.
Another
Oh,
squad
hit them
dropped
with a
us.
hammer.
Oh wait! Oh wait!
Whoa.
I'm dead.
Whoa.
I'm not
No.
Pistol.
But yeah, I want to pose the same question to Styra, right? Because I'm really curious. Since you mentioned that you never grew up with Neopets, what the hell did you grow up with?
The internet, but not Neopets specifically. Like, I guess most of the time I actually spent was with PS2.
So for you, it was like immediately gaming.
Yeah, so it was straight into gaming. I don't think I touched the PC much until I was about 13, 14-ish.
Oh.
Like when I was in high school. Felt like I was just mainly a gamer already.
Hera was already a Neopets influencer by then.
Neopets influencer and marketing expert.
Camera. Oh no, Ella. Already.
But yeah, I grew up with gaming first. I grew up with the PS2. That was the days. I
I
actually.
think I'm the only one here that didn't grow up with gaming then.
Huh?
What did you grow
didn't?
up with then?
You didn't grow up with gaming? I
Uh,
assumed that.
Hera
was-
grew up with Neopets. I grew up with gaming. What about you, Nat?
I mean, I guess I did spend a lot of time on Neopets, and I did play. Oh my gosh, Hera! I'm not sure if you played these before, but you know the Barbie Flash games that they used to
Yes.
have,
Yes,
where you can
yes,
paint the
yes.
digital nails and dye the digital hair and change
Oh
their clothes and
my
stuff. I used to
God,
play
yeah.
the heck out of that game.
I have no idea what this game is.
Yeah, it was a time of Flash. It was a beautiful time of Flash. That's all I could say.
Yeah. But I honestly didn't spend that much time gaming. I spent a lot more time writing because I was of that like blogger era, you know. I was in the era of when Blogger was called Blogspot. And I also
Oh my
picked up
god!
I also picked
I-
up HTML coding because
Ayo.
of Blogspot. Because you
I
could
haven't
download
heard the
like
word
these templates.
Blogspot
Yeah.
for years. I forgot it was called that.
Yeah. Like I would spend so much time downloading these like preset HTML templates and then adjusting like the color codes and the spacing and stuff until it looked really nice. Then I would be unsatisfied like after a week and start the process from scratch again. Like that was probably like the creative thing that I spent the most time doing when I was younger. Just writing a lot, yeah. So I kind of relate to Hera's, writing the stories and stuff. I used to do that as well, but more on the writing side and less on the drawing side because I could not draw. Wow, I mean, I say could not draw like I can draw now, but I can't draw now either.
Well, we can change that.
Once you start
I
your
mean,
graphic design,
would you wanna
101
learn
first.
though?
Yeah, when are you starting your graphic design podcast?
Pressure,
Soon,
pressure.
TM, soon. I need to make an and like a curriculum because the thing I want to do though is like something I learned in college because I had a really tough professor, but he was super insightful. Oh no, how do I get out from this mountain? I'm gonna die.
Oh no, you're on the mountain.
Oh wait, I'm fine.
Yeah,
I'm fine.
she's
I'm fine.
on
I
the
found a
mountain.
slope. I found a slope.
But yeah, to continue what I was saying, I guess I did grow up on some video games, but they were like the kiddie video games that my parents would buy for me because I was really like into the movies. Like I played so many of those shitty video game adaptations from the movies that just follows the movie's plot, you know?
Yeah.
Like I played the Shrek one, and I played the Finding Nemo one, and I played the Barbie and the Barbie Princess and the Pauper one.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even know. I would play the Princess and the Pauper one.
Oh my gosh,
right
you should
now.
download it and revisit it because it was actually quite fun.
Yeah, I love Barbie movies though. Gosh. Like there were also
do you wanna
songs.
Yes.
I think if I recall.
Yeah, have it.
But yeah, I was gonna ask, like, how do you think your creative, oh my god, what's the word? Your creative inspirations has changed since you were childhood to adulthood, but for you, it seems like a straight line.
Just
Not
Neopets.
really. I
Oh?
don't know.
Has it changed? Do you feel like
Yeah,
it has changed
it
over
has.
the years?
College, actually. I think during then, like I said, like my teacher was one of the I'm lost. Oh no.
I'll come find you.
Where are you? How do you get out? How do you get Oh wait, never mind. I see a light.
You
Wait,
can break a
wait.
wall, you know?
Oh.
Mm.
I mean, it's a really perfectly nice structure.
It restarts every time, it's fine.
No. Yeah, sometimes we don't have to break things.
But
That
breaking
costs-
is fun.
That costs money.
No, it doesn't.
Imagine.
Fortnite's a free game.
That's what they say, and now here we are with a battle pass. Yeah.
You haven't bought it yet, right?
No,
Not yet, she
not yet.
hasn't.
Yet?
Not yet.
Okay. The yet is worrying me, but okay.
This I
It
like
shouldn't
how
worry you, Nat.
Nat.
It should make you happy.
Yeah, I like how Nat's like, it's totally not my fault.
I mean, I will accept anybody who wants to play this game with me, so...
Yeah, there's so many things I still need to like, I don't know, learn.
Also, have it be known that this is my first actual pitch for Fortnite so
Hell
far in
yeah.
the stream today. But they're gonna release the Geralt skin soon.
Are you
Okay.
a Geralt fan?
Fine.
She is! She's a Witcher fan!
Fine. Or maybe a Henry Cavill fan. I don't know.
Okay, it doesn't look
He-
that much like
yeah.
Henry Cavill. It looks more like the Witcher 3 version.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's the game, Witcher.
The game version.
Yep.
Okay. Noted. I'll take notes.
Very
Uh,
on it.
Okay.
But yeah, you were saying, so
Oh,
how do you
yeah,
feel
yeah.
like your creative inspirations have changed now that you're older?
So it was I think it was partly my teacher's influence too, because when I got into college, like I started like taking design a lot more seriously, but in a good way. Like for
Mhm.
example, well, because back then, like I really needed a job like immediately afterwards, because my plan was to stay in the US to because I only had a student visa, right? So I have to apply for a work visa, and in order to do that, I need an internship, and after internship, I need to have like a good job. So even in my second year of college, I was already planning out all the things I needed to do. So I would like join contests a lot and meet people there, and that's actually where I got to meet my first internship boss, and he offered me like an intern job after we won like a certain contest. So
Oh.
yeah, and then afterwards I kept on like joining the contests, like these hackathons with my team of developers too. Cause like we were looking for the same thing. We were looking for a job. Ooh. And I met my first boss there who got to know me and my work during then. So it was like, oh, it was like one thing leading to another. But during college, like my teacher would always like say stuff about like, what's your concept or what's your plan for things? Like what's your like why are you doing these certain designs and stuff like that? And it caused me to look at other people as well, like for example, other designers. And now that I think about it, I feel like a lot of them were actually like women designers too. Oh no! Is there full? Oh no, full damage. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine.
You're good.
Okay.
You're good.
I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. Okay. I'm okay. Thank you. Thank you for the little shieldy shield. So like example would actually be you know Jessica Walsh from like a Sagmeister and Walsh. So she was one of my inspirations. Then she's a graphic designer in America, and how she was like, she has really really nice crafting and really nice ideas. And at the age of 25, she was she was made partner by this firm because she was that good. And so I was like having unrealistic expectations. Like, oh god, I wanna be like a director. I wanna be a partner at a firm. I wanna have like a firm of my own and be in the 30 under 30. It was crazy in college actually. I think I mellowed down a lot. I mellowed down a lot.
I mean, yeah,
Things
30
are
under
like,
30, crazy.
Yeah, why would you like looking back? There's a person there. Why are you running?
Oh no.
There's a person over there. He was running. So. Mhm. And then another person I looked up to was Paula Scher. I think she's one of the more popular ones because she was really good at logos and she had a firm of her own, Pentagram, which is like very famous. And who else? Yeah, it's a lot of girl designers. And there's like a Lucille Tenazas. She is like she's Filipino American, and she also does a lot of graphic design as well. And she just thrived, which is probably why I was like looking at her work and all that. So I think over time, like the more I look at other people's work, the more it started influencing how I did. Because like for example, Jessica Walsh, she had this project called 40 Days of Dating. What is this crown? I don't want to pick that up. It's scary.
You can leave it.
So like yeah, she had this thing called 40 Days of Dating, and it's a lot of mixed media and other types of platforms. And it's basically her and her friend documenting like their dating things together, like their learnings and stuff, and they would present it in a really really nice, like a lot of like typography and other like animations and stuff like that. And it was very insightful because it also showed like, oh, design can be used to tell stories, and it's not just like, oh, I'm making a layout, making an artwork or something like that. It can be as encompassing as this. Oh.
Someone's by me up there.
Oh no.
I'm blind.
There's one underneath the truck behind you. You have this.
Truck.
Okay, let's res you guys first. But yeah, you were saying? It's so cool that all your inspirations are actually like women graphic design and stuff.
I think they just ended up that way. I think they really just ended up that way. And one of them is Filipino because like she was super what do you call that? Like, I guess inspiring because she got through all that craziness just to be acknowledged and stuff in another country. So I think that's interesting. So yeah. And also like you know, when I was in college, I would like look up to her, and it turns out that when I got back here in the Philippines, there was a competition here, and One of the prizes was like a design award dedicated to her, and I won that. Like she literally had like one of the things was that she had to like choose between the designs that were presented and stuff, and she chose like mine, and I'm just like, oh my god, Senpai noticed, and she even had like a video greeting and a video like detailing why she chose the word. And I was just like, oh my god, I can die now. He's, you know, it was so wild. Where are we going? Where are we going?
Wait, that's so cool though. Imagine getting like direct feedback from your idol.
Yeah, it was so. Is this a person?
NPC.
Oh, oops! I'm so sorry. Oh! Ah! I'm sorry. It was just like, like sitting there, and I'm like, oh, seems suspicious. I shoot it.
I'll revive you.
Thank you.
Oh god, hold on. No, this is not the spot. I do think it's really rare though that a person's creative inspirations lines up with their career that well. Like I rarely see this happen even in
agencies in Malaysia.
Especially I think in the agency life, because I can't even count how many, like on one hand, people who are that passionate about graphic design and about their job, because so many agency people I know would like want to be doing other things, like their inspirations are filmmakers and contemporary artists or like musicians or whatever, but it's so rarely like the actual thing that they're doing.
Yeah, or like they just want to do freelance graphic design by themselves, but they're using the agency as like experience to learn.
Yeah.
Well, not gonna lie, I do feel that same way.
There you go. There you go.
So do you have creative
saint?
inspirations that are not graphic designers?
I think right now they're actually more of streamers. Like streamers and like
Somebody shooting me.
Oh, I have a grenade. You did oh
Behind that rock.
shit, I don't have a scope.
Yeah, you can't add on a scope in this game.
Oh no.
But yeah, Hera, you were saying, what is it? Right, you were talking about streaming inspirations.
Yes. Oh. I think in general though, because there's a lot of people who do a lot of things like on their stream and like how creative they could be. Like just a like example in general. Jump! Sorry. I was like, oh no! So like I was like, oh, so you can do like ASMR, you can do a lot of these, for example, these VTuber stuff, you can do relays. I think I'm just like inspired by so many, like how you could basically do anything to do cool entertaining things in this little streaming community. That so so there's that, and there's also like a lot of the artists I follow on Twitter too, because they would do like really cool things. And then other inspirations, yeah, that's pretty much it, honestly. Like just the other fellow creators who would also like do cool stuff. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah.
Any names that come to mind?
Natalie Tay.
Hey. Please.
No, legit though. Cause like I'm inspired by how you actually like talk to people as well, and how entertaining. Totally not paid. Totally not. Hey but like
People are gonna start to think that I paid you to be on today's episode. First you like talk good about Fortnite. Then you're complimenting me? Stop.
Oh my god, imagine. Okay, so yeah. Like how you talk to people, it's really nice, and how you're very welcoming. I say all these nice things. You better be okay. And like I also have like a like befriended over the years. Like for example, one of them is like Mina. Mina, one of my friends, Mina. Like she has a lot of cool ideas for her stream. And I just like the fact that she's like currently like growing and just doing a lot of these cool things like the ASMR stuff and her art stuff as well. Because like normally these are things that we wouldn't have time for when it comes to like jobs and things. So yeah, that's some of the inspirations. Like maybe I could pull up a list right now. Like where are you guys?
Oh.
Good gracious. Oh, and there's also like a bunch of people like the ones from Umbe server as well. Cause like they're a very very tight knit community and they do a lot of things for their server. Like for example like games and tournaments, stuff like that. Plus they're very very welcoming. And is this place safe to be in?
No, it's not.
Okay, let's
There's
go in.
Definitely people around.
Oh,
We're coming. We're coming.
okay. It's
Are you guys
okay.
packing someone?
Wolves
It's okay. Okay.
or people? Oh, there's
There are
people. There's
people
people.
here. There are people here. No.
We're coming.
Oh my god.
I knocked.
But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
between both streaming and advertising, how does it feel like? How do you feel about the difference between the two? Because streaming on one hand is this super public thing, right? Where it's inherently you're in the public eye versus advertising, like you could be doing designs and nobody would know that it came from you. In fact, there's like NDAs in agencies
Yeah, there is
where you
NDAs
can't
in
even
agencies.
really like claim that you worked on it, right?
Yeah. Sometimes they do have that. Or like while it's in the works you can't even talk about it. So it gets really like I don't know, lonely, I guess, if that makes sense. Like for
get that.
me, I think for agency side, I like the fact that there's so many. Why is that tree It was wiggling. It was very weird.
Someone
That
was
was
hitting it. That means.
interesting. Okay. I was just like, oh, I forgot what I was gonna say. I was distracted.
Agency side.
Yes, it's the agency side. I like the fact projects and like normally, for example, we wouldn't be able to do TVCs, like on our own just because of the production and stuff. So I could concentrate, for example, storyboards, and then the others can work on the like directing itself and the filming itself and all the other wardrobe stuff, and you're just there like approving things, talking to client, making the necessary changes on scenes and stuff like that, and doing the layouts for the materials, the cascades from the TVC. So those ones are super fun to be at, like, especially in the shoots. But it does get like, I guess like, because there's still like, you know, those very very competitive agencies that are just like about awards and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Is that something you also did in Malaysia? Have in Malaysia?
Very
Nat?
common here.
Yeah.
Like more common between the big agencies, I would say. Like
Yeah,
there's a lot
yeah.
of more
No.
traditional big agencies that are very award centric.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
There
yeah.
is actually a lot of smaller agencies
Oh,
that,
is
that are
it?
very award centric. Yeah. When
Maybe
I was working
because-
at the smaller agencies.
Oh. I think maybe
fun fact.
because I was working at an agency that didn't care too much about awards. But when I was interning back at a bigger agency, their mindset was literally, let's propose this in a way, or let's do the creatives in a way that it would make for a good award later, like a good award
Yep.
submission later. They would literally work backwards like that.
Oh, yeah, that's totally different. Because there are some, like, for example, even when you're proposing some things, it will be like, yes, but will this win something? It's kind of like, to me, like, it is not exactly a mindset that I personally like, but I get why people would do it. It's because, well, you know, it is part of the business and it is what it is.
It is what it
It is
is.
what it is. And I don't think it's something that's gonna be changing, especially since I do work for a big agency. Likely working for agency again in the future. So I don't know. Because also even the smaller agencies here are kind of like very award centric as well. Like they're starting to be. They're starting to be
Oh.
that kind of competitive. Especially if it's like, attracting clients and all that. So I do
Mhm.
get why, because it's attracting clients. And what I would do would be just to make sure that the things I do actually make sense, have a purpose. So in that regard, it can get a bit it's I maybe like before when I was in college, like I said, I was very competitive and wanted to do like 30 under 30 and spit like that and be like want to be the best art director ever, blah 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 blah, and win awards. And something changed because like that perfectionist side of myself kind of like it's not exactly sustainable for long term. And I found other things too that are much more worthy of my time, I guess, personally. Like for example, growing the community and also getting people to like nice things. Because there's
Mm.
like a world outside of advertising. There's a world outside of awards and ads and selling products. There's also like a world dedicated to making things accessible to people, to promoting like different kinds of causes. And that's actually what I'm focusing on right now because, well, like, I don't know, I'm just looking for some form of meaning to things. So this streaming thing is meaning because it allows me to reach people. And like, I don't know why, but there's a bunch of college kids on my stream a lot. And I would also, how do you, oh, zipline, there we go. It's like, how do you zipline? And I would talk about like careers and shit. And I would also ask, hey, are you into graphic design? Because like I think it's more than just like making a layout. You're given like this platform or this discipline where you can do anything that you want. Like if you learn how to do layout, you can learn how to communicate. If you know how to do animation, you can do cool things for yourself. And if you learn how to do this and that, you can make like cool, innovative stuff that you will be happy with in the future. So, like for me, it's like, oh, I learned all these things and now I can make overlays and I can make like, I don't know, I guess like at the top of my head, if, let's say, I could make a redeem where if you press it, like a coffee machine appears on my screen and it makes you like
I really can do
customize coffee for yourself. So
That would actually be really cool.
yeah. So you can do anything with it, including like stuff relating to say making things better for like people. Because like I think that's what I like about design as well. It's because you're making something that makes sense to people. Like you're not just making something pretty. You're making it what's the word for it? User friendly.
Hmm.
And you're making sure that the message that you want to send is communicated better or well.
I totally get what you mean. And I feel like my mindset has been going in that direction recently as well, but of course more towards with copywriting, right? Like I remember back when I was first starting to copyright, I was very much still in that sort of more creatively driven mindset, I would say. And my copy would be very dramatic and very lengthy and very all of that. But recently it's been way more focused on user friendly. Like, how user friendly can I make this? How do I make this as easy to understand as possible to the most amount of people? I've been really interested in like that challenge recently with copywriting, especially since I'm doing a lot of social copywriting right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and
Even
people have
that.
so low attention span these days.
I
It's
feel
also
that.
kind of a
Very
challenge of like, you know, how
someone
do I
blocked.
grab people's attention with the first line? Or how do I communicate what I need to communicate in the shortest way possible so that everybody gets it, you know? Like,
How dare that person? He just drove by and shot.
okay,
at
knocked.
us.
One more.
Okay, one's down. Oh, where's
One's
the other
there.
one? Oh, I see you. Peek, peek.
The wrong game, Hera.
Oh, sorry, peek, peek.
Okay. Ah. Peek.
Can I swim? I can
Yeah, you can.
swim. Wow.
You can press
Wow.
spacebar to go faster.
Oh, okay, okay.
The dolphin
Shields
jump.
there if anyone needs.
I do need a shield.
I'm gonna eat berries. For the quest, you know.
There you go. Hell yeah. Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
But yeah.
recently you've been doing a lot of charity outreach as well, right? Because
Yes.
for the benefit of our friends on Twitter, Justin,
Why do you have to call him like that?
I'm just waiting for him to get Twitter.
Oh my god, imagine.
So we haven't mentioned Justin in a while, so it's about time.
Yeah, it's about time.
There is a quota for him.
What does this do?
So we need to go.
Oh.
The storm is closing.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I've been seeing you like participating in a lot of charity stuff. I guess that ties into all the things you've been wanting to like chase recently, right? In terms of meaning and making things accessible and stuff. How did
Yeah,
you even get involved with those charities in the first place? Did you just outreach yourself?
One of my friends is actually a writer. This organization that I'm now working with for like volunteer
Oh.
purposes. So she is a writer for them for blogs and stuff like that. So she covers a lot of their events that. And the thing she told me was that we were talking day because we were stressed out with work and all that, and she was stressed. I don't know, life things, and she was telling me like we don't even have a planner, and I was like, huh?
Sorry,
Which
we don't
was
even
that-
have
was
a...
that?
You cut
We
out a little
don't.
bit.
They don't have a content planner. They don't have a
Oh.
content planner for their thing. Is that NPC? Oh, it's a llama.
Oh, the llama dropped stuff. He's called the loot llama.
Oh,
But you have to kill
oh,
him.
he was young. Oh,
He
This
was,
game.
not anymore.
He was cute. He was.
And now he's dead.
He'll be like that sometimes. So anyway,
You live and then you die. That's life.
look at this. It's a pink scooter. Oh yo.
On the dirt bike.
Oh my goodness. Wild. I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah,
Content planner.
we were talking about how Planner's like, well, I kind of want to try because apparently they need some example, conceptualizing like what type of posts they would make for the organization and all the things that need to be communicated in terms of like what events or fundraising events there are, because what where are we going? There in the purple one?
Yep.
What the thing? Oh my god, do you trust my driving? Oh no, can we drive over the wall? We're gonna
Yeah.
try now.
Yes, you can.
It's ice.
Hell yeah! Be afraid.
Yeah, since there's this swaying.
Ew. Oh, there you go. Hell yeah.
Oh, somebody's here.
Oh,
No, Alice is shooting a rocket at you guys. Oh no, you guys are fighting someone.
oh. I forgot.
You were talking about there was no content planners.
Yeah, there were no
in the
content
org.
planners. So I was just like, well, I could help you out if I don't have to do the design stuff because I don't really have time to execute. But I could help out with conceptualizing because that's what they were struggling with.
Hera, try
Because
this.
in terms of designers, there's already a team of them. They're really, really good. It's just a matter of like someone helping put together the thing. So I'm just like, you know what? I'll help out. So that's what we've been doing for the past couple of months actually. We would do content planning for like monthly things. And I like it because it feels like, you know, what we're doing makes sense and actually has like a purpose. It's not just selling a product, it's actually like giving people a chance to be a good person or to be a good citizen, because a lot of the times like these organizations don't really have enough communications. Like no one knows what's going on. Like no one knows what's going on really. And what I volunteer PH does, that's the organization I volunteer for is that it connects these other nonprofits and kind of like aggregates them and then helps them out with communicating whatever those are. So it's like I guess it would be like a quote unquote agency but for nonprofit. Yeah, that's oh, who's shooting me? How dare you? Yeah, that's it. That's what I've been up to so far.
2 people by me.
Oh, okay.
I think it's the same
There is a
squad.
sniping squad.
Anyway, you were saying here?
Yes, content planner.
Yes.
Yes, content. And it's nice. And at least like, cause my goal right now, honestly, is just to, I don't know. It's an idealist thing, but you make a world a better place.
Aww.
You
That's
make
nice.
the world a better place. Cause
Quote
I don't
Michael
know. I don't want to
Jackson.
be like that cynical person in advertising. Like if you can do something about things, you do something about it. But it's just, you know, it's just a job. It's just ads, but there's like so much more aside from it. That it doesn't have to be directly related to making something for a product.
Hmm.
So yeah.
I think that's the reason why I left advertising agency life, because I feel like it's such a cynical space. So I had this conversation with my friend. I'm just gonna sidetrack real quick. I had this conversation with my
Go.
friend, and we were talking about how like the agency life is such, or like marketing in general is such a deceptive industry.
Yes. I
And
agree.
we both hated it. We both hated that idea. So yeah, we both like basically left agency life together.
Mhm.
He is, funnily enough, he's doing teaching now, but for advertising.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
So, but hopefully he would teach in a non-cynical, like marketing is a horrible, deceptive industry. Hopefully he'll teach them to be nicer people about it. But yeah, that's just hilarious.
I also think it's maybe because of like, you know how the old ways of thinking would be like? For example,
Yeah, I
like
know what you mean.
way before it would just be bad. I don't even know where to begin to like talk about the badness. Like it was just so bad. And I think over the years it's mellowed out a bit. Although there was a period in time where people would what do you call that? Is it sadvertising? Is that what it's called? Like
Oh, like make you cry and stuff.
make
with
you
the
cry.
TVCs. Oh.
Yeah,
Yep,
make
yep,
you
yep.
feel all the feelings. Advertising. What the heck, guys?
Also, thank you, Salkin.
Yeah, and you know what? Your sadness will be solved by this brand. Oh, amazing. Also, I
Basically,
hated
that's-
that. I hated that because it was so emotionally manipulative.
It is. It really is.
But I feel like also with the new generation, at least here, at least with the people I'm surrounded by, and they're really, really nice people actually. Like the team I have right now are really, really nice people. They make sense. I love it. They make sense. So
I know, don't you love it when
Oh.
people make sense?
yeah. Okay, NPC do not hit NPC. Not hit
Yes, do
NPC. Not hit NPC. Okay. I like it's so hard to be not trigger happy. So hard. So yeah, the people I'm surrounded with are really nice people. They don't have what's the word for it when you're thinking of yourself too much? Ego.
Ego, yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like even if we're talking about a project or the projects we're gonna be thinking about, talking about a product, it's not trying to be something else. It's trying to be creative, but it's not trying to act like it's a band-aid solution to anything, you know?
Mm.
And I think that's what I want my work to not be. It's like, dude, it's just literally a product, you know?
It's just an ad.
It's just an ad. But we can be creative about it.
True.
We can be like, we can make it funny. But yeah, none of that's advertising thing or that you know the example, the commercials would a certain commercial about soap. I won't want to say it.
In the Philippines.
No, in general.
I think I know which
Oh.
one you're talking about.
Yeah.
I
think I know,
that
but
one.
I'm not too sure. It's okay, we'll just cut it out the final edit.
Yeah. But what it basically does is that they talk about the flaws of people and yeah, they talk about the flaws of people basically, and yeah, it leaves a sour taste in my mouth. What is this thing? Oh,
It's a
oops.
rift.
Oh.
Did y'all take the rift?
Yeah, I'm going to Alice.
Oh, wow.
I'll walk.
Whoa. Nice. I hear a motorcycle. Oh, that's Atlas.
Yeah, it's Alice.
Nyong.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I'm like just an evil person, but I never like grew jaded about advertising in that sense, like in the deceptive sense. Maybe because my family is an advertising family. My parents both work in advertising, and then I went on to work in advertising, and then even my sister does like freelance advertising jobs now. Like we're all very, very like advertising people, so I was exposed to it at a very young age. Like maybe that's why I'm like good at marketing, because since young I've had to think like a marketer, or I got subtly like exposed to that way of thinking, perhaps.
Probably, yeah. Sounds like
Did you see them work while you were like, did you see like bits of their work and all that?
Yeah, like I would hang around like my dad while he was working. He would talk to us about like his work and what he was doing. Like, so it was really like ingrained in me when I was younger. Yeah, and so the deceptiveness, maybe because it's such a part of my life, I never really felt that. But as somebody who also stepped away from agency life this year, right? I feel like the thing that kind of made me want to move on was just like not getting to do the work that I wanted to do, you know? Because with digital marketing becoming more common in Malaysia, what's basically happening is that it's so much of the hype now that a lot of brands are coming on board, which isn't necessarily a good thing. Because it's a lot of like really traditional brands who their perception of digital marketing is just social media. And
Yeah.
you can pitch like really creative ideas that solve their problems and everything, but they're not willing to spend that amount of money on anything.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so
It's so familiar.
I wonder why.
uh,
Net Blue didn't want to.
I'm far away from you and there's a squad here. Sorry.
Where are you?
oh shit. Oh shit. I
Why are
hid
you
somewhere. Oh.
Hey, Alice, come pick me up.
But it's okay, I can talk about what I was talking about.
Yeah, we'll pick that up in the meantime.
But yeah, what I really enjoyed about doing marketing, and I managed to achieve that like a little bit back in my ex agency, was I really enjoyed the problem solving part of it, like receiving the brief, researching on the target audiences and the competitors, and figuring out like what type of like human behavior we could tap into in order to more effectively like sell this product or service. Because the interesting thing for me was that there are like, when you think of advertising a product, right, there's always that obvious answer of, oh yeah, like if it's a let's say it's like a toothpaste or like a mouthwash or something, there's always that obvious thought of, oh, I just need to shout out like the product USPs, like it does this, it tastes like this in your mouth, it leaves like a refreshing smell and everything. But for a while my ex agency was going even further with it, which I really appreciated. So they were thinking about it from like the perspective of human insights, right? Like what would actually compel somebody to buy a mouthwash or change the brand for mouthwash? And the human behavior we landed on was that people have an inherent fear that their breath smells bad and nobody will tell them about it. And that's what like we landed on when we were coming up with ideas for like selling mouthwash. Yeah. So I was really enjoying like that process of figuring out what was that key insight, you know. But then with more and more like clients coming in and demanding just like basic stuff, I got less and less chances to do that sort of work, and so it just became really boring to me after a while. Yeah,
That's fair.
because back then it made me really feel like I was using my psychology degree, you know. Like understanding
Right, I
human
forgot you have a
behavior.
psychology degree.
Yeah.
Wait, you had a psychology degree?
I have a psychology degree, yeah.
Oh my gosh! Wow, I didn't know it's. That'll be so handy actually. When it comes to like, your job. Like imagine.
I mean, it
Apple
doesn't
scissors.
come in like so useful like in a practical sense, but I guess what it did is that it opened my mind to the ways that people think and how their brains work and what assumptions that people jump to and those sorts of things. And it was really fun to like apply that in marketing finally. And then to go from
Yeah.
that back into like, oh, let's do 5 social media posts, and client wants to shout out this USP 5 times in the caption, and you know,
5
like,
times.
yeah, it was
Not
just
the 5
really
times.
it was really draining. It's just really creatively draining, I think, out of more than anything. And I think if any creative person can like relate to that, where like, you know, you want to be creative and you want to challenge yourself, but then there's clients in advertising who just want like the most basic non-creative answer to everything, and it kind of just like demotivates you after a while.
It does.
So is it safe to say that you prefer streaming a bit more these days, Hera?
Oh my goodness.
Although I don't know if it's fair to ask you to pick because it's quite different.
Oh wait, I prefer streaming. Okay. I like my job because where are you? Hold on, give me a moment.
We're all behind
Oh,
you.
there you go. Okay, I was like, I'm lost. Before I answer that question, I need.
Oh, behind you, Hera.
Okay. You're back.
Okay. Okay.
Nat, do you need a pistol?
I have.
Do you need a shotgun?
I have.
Does anyone want a golden shotgun?
Ooh. What though?
Yeah, man, I'm taking it. The thunder
Oh,
shotgun.
you take
I
it.
have a combat.
I'm okay with my bombs. I'm throwing it everywhere. So yeah, I like my job because honestly, number one, it pays the bills. aside from the creative things that I like about it. Like for example, because I have to like. Ooh, are you shooting at things? Okay, here. Okay, fine.
Where are y'all?
Um,
Up the mountains?
I can't even see. Oh, I see. Oh, those poor people. They just want to climb.
Not anymore.
They just want to climb. Oh. No, still. Chicken. I sniped a chicken. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't even know why I said that out loud.
It's all good. It's all good.
I don't even know why.
But yeah, you were saying?
Okay, so I like my job at the moment because it's very stable and it pays the bills and
We love a
'cause-
practical reason.
Yeah, we like our practical reasons. And like my sister is also still in school, so I'm helping pay for the tuitions and stuff like that.
Aw.
So it's like good gracious, it's the elder sister thingy. But she's graduating soon. That's the thing.
Ooh.
And it's like, which gives me, I think, room to like do stuff like and not stick with agency side in the future. Because like again, one of the reasons why I'm here in agency side right now is because stable job and it pays well as well. But once I'm like out of the responsibility, I'm thinking, okay, I can risk it a little and try other things.
Ah.
So it's that. I like the fact that it has a process, like like for example, because with streaming and content creation, you're the one schedule, and it's also reliant on how other people would perceive you, versus like say data of like how much of this product is being bought, So it's a totally subjective thing, and it's very scary when something like a livelihood is related to the subjective whims of people. Like as an entertainer, that's so terrifying. To have your value as only like as an entertainer is just my gosh, like how like that's a totally different thing to think about. And I wouldn't really want streaming to be like a source of income, like a main source of income, or even like even as a secondary source of income. It's really just a thing that allows me to be creative and to have fun and there's a shiny object in the distance and I don't know what it is. Yes. That one. Yeah, what's that one? What is that? Shiny object in the distance. Oh! Shooting
Oh, this
us.
is Scott.
Yeah.
Sneaky snack.
You wanna engage? Oh.
I'm engaging.
He's engaging. I have a bomb!
Down one. There's one more in the house. To the left.
Ooh. Gold.
Where are the friends?
That was just 2 people. Where's the other one?
Could be dead already.
Oh.
There's at least one more. Yeah. Because he was knocked,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
So I guess that kind of answers the question of, would you ever do streaming as a career?
No. Terrifying. I know some people can though. Some people can, and it's amazing how they could do it. It's just not. I feel like maybe it's more of like a personality thing for me. Oh, whoa, what happened?
Oh my
Yeah,
God!
that's the last guy.
We should have done a
Well,
prediction!
Well-
Yeah, let's go back to lobby. Hera, why don't you finish your point that you were saying, and then we'll go on a quick toilet break.
Yep.
Okay. Wait, I forgot. What's my last sentence?
You were talking about
streaming as
content
a
creators.
career.
Oh yeah.
There are certain content creators that you know or something.
Yeah. There are certain content creators that I know could really make a living with this, just because they have the energy for it. Number one, I think is they have the energy for it, and they have like I guess like a certain like teams of people who they could tap on to be able to like help with their content creating. So it's just not like one person and all that. Because I guess as you grow, you have to like grow your resources as well. Currently, I think it's just not in my personality to pursue this as a career path, just because of how, again, like the subjective whims of the audience is terrifying. And also I think that it might affect my how do you put it in words? Because when I do streams, it's literally me. It's literally me, and I'm trying to be as genuine as possible, because my job is all about marketing. So I wouldn't want my other hobby to be kind of like a mask as well. Does that make sense? So like I feel like once I monetize the stream, like that genuineness would have to change to be able to like it would be like how you would do marketing, like because you would think about what does your audience want versus like what do I want. So I think the moment you start, or for me at the very least, because of how I'm in ads and stuff, I would think about, okay, how do you market yourself well? How do you make more money? What stuff could I do to attract more people, aka attract more things? And I don't like thinking about that. It's just, I don't know, I'm already thinking about that in my job. I don't want to think about that and like think of myself as a product. It's weird.
Makes sense.
It's
Yeah,
so
I
strange.
completely understand.
Yeah. So like there has to be maybe there's a way to like keep that genuineness somehow, but it has to be like a choice. Like it has to be a conscious choice and a conscious decision. It's like like keeping what do you call that? I have to keep asking myself, like, if I'm doing this, is it because I want to, or is it because it will be a hit to other people? So yeah, that kind of thing.
I get that.
So that's why I'm terrified to have it as even as a second source of income. It's just here. It's just for funsies. It's like, Neopets art forums all over again, basically.
Everything goes back to Neopets.
Pretty much.
It's time
I
to do
actually
the
have an
Neopets
opinion on
revival.
Neopets revival.
V2.
Oh,
Version 2
no.
of Hera's Neopets.
Herapets. Oh no. Ah, no.
I actually have an opinion on that, Hera, but I actually do need to run to the loo real quick because I'm
Okay,
holding
go.
it quite a while.
Okay.
But yeah, Sarah, you had something to add before.
Yeah, so
went
the
to
specific
toilet break?
phrase that caught my attention was the fact that Hera didn't wanted to do streaming full time because she didn't feel like she wanted to be the product. And I think that's a fair way to see it. Okay, wait, I just realized my music is on. That's not the right one. But for me, I don't see it that way as much. Like it was a conversation that you and I had, Nat, about the fact that streaming is actually like content creation is very. You're not an influencer when you're streaming or being a content creator most of the time. You're being an entertainer. So for me, I don't see us being a product. Like content creators and streamers are not products. They are entertainers that you are paying them. Like how you would pay to go to a concert or like an indie performance. Sometimes they don't have a pay at the gate, but you can donate as much as you want. It's the same concept really. So if people like really enjoy your content, they can tip you or give you subs and everything. Then you can also expand your content out to, let's say, Ko-Fi or similar apps and websites too.
Ko-Fi is nice.
0%, baby. But yeah, I do kind of, I see it from both of you guys' side. I do think it requires a certain mindset, definitely. And yeah, we spoke about this in a previous Fortcast episode, I think, Sarah?
Yes.
Yeah. And I remember distinctly having this conversation about how I monitored my channel's growth and how I sort of like detached myself from the channel's growth and totally looked at it as a marketing exercise, and then I got called crazy person or something.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
What? What's the context of this? Oh my god.
TLDR, like what happened when my channel was first growing is that we were talking about you know, when you're first starting off, did y'all like hide your numbers? Did you hide your view count when you first started?
I do. Yeah.
And I was talking about how I didn't hide my view count and I actively monitored my view count so that I could pick up the patterns on what was working and what wasn't working and adjust. Like literally I was observing, oh okay, when I meant like, you know, towards the ending of the game there's more people, or you know, trying different things when people rate it and seeing what would result in like the largest retention. I was a huge nerd about it. And then Sarah called me a crazy person.
Oh my god, what?
Yes, she did.
I'm terrified. Oh hey. Girl, when I started streaming, I didn't even know to look for the numbers. Like, where the fuck do I even see that? Oh my god.
So yeah, I totally agree that it does depend on the mindset. And I can also see how it would be really terrifying because yeah, even with the mindset that you're an entertainer instead of an influencer, right? It's still, like Hera said, very subjective, you know? It's about like whether people like your humor, whether people like the content you're doing, and sometimes they can dislike it for totally like unreasonable reasons as well, right? Like maybe they don't like the way your face looks or something, and it's all this stuff that you can't really control. And I totally get that. I think it requires like a certain amount of being able to look past it or being able to ignore it. I think is the better term.
Hell yeah, come hither, come hither.
Thank you.
Understand as well, but like just how I try to change my perspective, because you know, perspective, changing your perspective really helps on a lot of things.
Yeah, it's definitely a perspective game.
Especially when content creation can be very draining.
Yeah, physically, mentally, everything.
Creatively, humanity.
Humanity? Huh?
What are you doing?
Like,
I don't know.
Like, training humanity? Huh? Oh, are you? What are you?
Are you okay, Tara?
Is this something we should know about?
I'm good.
Oh my god, what?
Blink twice if you sold your soul to the devil, real quick.
Oh no, oh no.
Wink wink. There's two winks count.
The wink wink.
What the fuck?
Hey,
But
talk to me.
moving on real quick. Since we started with childhood inspirations and we went on to adulthood inspirations, and it was a really It was really
As a
enlightening to
person, yeah.
learn your inspirations, Hera. I feel like it explains a lot about the way that you think. It's really interesting.
Yeah,
It's a-
definitely.
I think it's all very coincidental most of the time.
That's the best way,
like-
though.
It's like, oh, something has happened. Oh, okay. Yay! Oh, hell yeah!
But yeah,
Shield,
so
okay.
from childhood to adulthood, and I guess I have to ask the future question now. Of,
Oh
is
no,
there
not
anything...
the future question. Not
Is-
the future question.
Is there any creative thing that you are looking forward to pursuing in the future? Near or in the distant? Something that you haven't done yet? Or maybe something you've done before that you want to revisit, maybe?
Oh! This was actually one of the things that my friend and I were talking about. She's the same person who... Oh, look at the jellyfish. This is actually something me and my friend talked about because it was the same thing with the volunteering thing. They needed a host for an event and they were trying to ask me, but I already had like stuff for my job because I had something going on during that time. I think it was a shoot that I was supposed to go to over the weekend, so I wasn't able to do that. But it was like a host or whatever for a breakout session, and I'm just like, you know what? I actually wanted to try hosting because sometimes it's like really to hype people up, even though I'm not exactly extroverted. I am an introvert with a social battery that drains, like depending on certain circumstances. And I think
Relatable.
like hosting and like being a host to an event and playing off of your co-host might actually be like something different and something interesting to work on, since I don't know, like talking to people on stream, I guess that counts as public speaking. There's another
No, it
jellyfish.
definitely does, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And I want to do more outgoing and meet new people as well. It's interesting. It's interesting. Like there's so much more to life than sitting around on a desk. Oh,
One more wildlife to go. One more.
yeah.
Let's go.
One more. Let's go.
Oh, I think I see one. I don't know if that's a chicken or mushroom. Wait.
Or a mushroom?
I can't tell because it's far away. Okay, never mind. It's a mushroom.
But actually, Hera, if you don't mind me drawing from something that you mentioned during our podcast with Piatsem, you mentioned that when you were younger, you wanted to host a radio show, right?
Yes.
Is that something you would want to do still in the future?
Oh my god, yeah, shit. I felt like this one actually is like for example this the podcast and stream thing is an extension of that as well. Because I think that you know, it's the same thing with like content creation and shit like that. And it's basically just streaming is just like something with a video
down.
and me talking and stuff. So definitely, yeah, actually we can try that. Hey, we can try that with my graphic design radio show.
Graphic design radio show.
Hell yeah!
It all circles back.
Oh, come. There's a shield.
Thank you.
Come.
You know, since we're talking about graphic design, let me throw you a fun question that I know you will love to answer. Why do you like graphic design so much? I know
Oh
you
my
talked about it
God.
briefly earlier, but I'm sure that's only like touching the surface.
Oh, why I like it so much? Honestly, it's because it's a. Oh, there's no ammo here. Lol. I'm gonna put this back. Hey. Hey. I like it so much because I could pretty much do anything with it. Like example, once you learn the basics of typography and layout and stuff like that, you can pretty much design everything for yourself. And I guess like it can help you with, for example, like just drawing from my streams and all that. You could see that I did all my overlays, I did my emotes, I did the live now things and all that. And that's because of it as a graphic design, as a tool, as a tool. And I think it's a nice thing for people to know, because like now they can do maybe not like super specific things if they're not into it, but it's an option for them, so that if they need something for quick immediately for themselves, they could help out. They could just like help themselves out, you know, and then have like an artist or designer do something for them in the future. And I think also learning about design too, like from a consumer perspective, would help you with, for example, giving better direction for your designer too, because you know what is, like, you know what's, I wouldn't say correct, but you know what's aesthetically pleasing, you know what's good for your own quote unquote brand, or for your own self, your personal taste. You're like, you're exposed to different kinds of aesthetic, to the point that you can now see like what would you want for yourself, what communicates things better, that aligns with whatever it is that you're doing, and it makes you a better client too.
Hell yeah, normalize being better clients.
No, like, oh no.
Oh my god, like in advertising, I do a lot of writing, right? But my major job at the like professional advertising field is client servicing, and I'm good at it, but oh my god, the kind of clients I've had to deal with.
I feel you, man.
Oh no. I think I opened the Pandora box. Oh no, that's gonna take 2
No.
hours. Oh no.
No, I'll shut up. But yeah, that's cool though. Like, that streaming feels like almost like an extension of fulfilling like a childhood dream of sorts.
Yeah. Cause now it's like, today I can play Overwatch. Tomorrow I can make a podcast. The next day I can do a stream IRL about food. And then the next day I can. Oh, there's a boar here. Who wants this? It's just. What was the point of this podcast again? I forgot.
It's okay.
To buy a laptop.
We're steering back.
The point of the podcast is not to bring people to Fortnite.
Nos.
We have established this in the first episode. Oh yeah, sorry. No, you want to continue?
No, it's just making me think about like how I just wrote a guest article on for Kakuchopure, right? And they asked me like about my biggest like Twitch highlights or moments in 2022, and I obviously wrote Fortnite, and now I'm just thinking like, because I was a bit doubting myself when I wrote it down, because I don't know how big of a trend it was, but like it just looks like I'm retroactively manufacturing the trend now. You know, if it's not a trend, I'm gonna make it a trend.
Marketing hashtag. It's like it. Oh my god, it's like those brainstorming sessions where it's like, okay, so how do we make this viral? Oh my god,
that's so real. That's almost too real. I've had this conversation before. But yeah, actually, in terms of the podcast where we are now, we've answered all the easy questions.
What?
And
they're hard.
I prepared some hard questions.
Oh my god.
They're
What do you think
not
about
that
Okay.
many,
Uh-huh.
but they are tough.
Okay.
So, shall I start with the first one?
Yes. Hold on, I have a gun now. Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah.
So,
There's.
the first question. I need to read this out. I wrote this down. So we spent the entire podcast talking about our personal experiences with creativity, how it's changed from childhood to adulthood, and the things that we are looking forward to doing in the future. But I have a question about people who struggle with being creative or maybe don't even consider themselves creative people. Do you feel like that's a thing? How do you feel about it?
Oh wait, sorry, I thought that it was a shield. It was not a shield!
Did you grenade yourself?
Oh my god.
Wait,
What did
wait,
you do? Answer!
She wanted so badly to avoid answering the question that she grenaded herself.
I thought it was a shield.
Oh my god. I can't.
Oh no!
I'm confiscating the grenades from now onwards.
I'm just healing myself. Oh my god, I'm tired. But yeah, I think I understand though, like where they're coming from. Like, for example, like thinking they're not creative. Because I have friends who are like, I'm not creative, I'm not creative. Okay, but maybe that's just for art stuff, or maybe that's just for design things. Because I like how do I put it? What if you think of creativity as a different word? Like, for example, innovative or something like that. Like, instead of creative, maybe the word is innovative. And I feel like in terms of that, people are innovative / creative at the same time. It's just like they have a different way of expressing or a different way of executing those certain solutions. Does that make sense? Like like example, one of my friends who is in graphic design wouldn't be able to.
Okay,
Oh no, this isn't long range. Is this long range? It is.
I'm gonna get Alice up.
I have.
But yeah, I really like how you're looking at it in terms of innovation instead of creativity. I think that's such a good way to look at it. Because I do agree that everybody is able to be creative, but maybe not in the artistic sense. But I feel like that's creativity even in like problem solving.
Yeah, especially like for example, developers. They do really cool stuff. Minus the people who do AI. I'm so sorry. No, sorry, no, not that one. Except for that one, specifically that one. But normally, developers do really cool stuff, and it's just that they have a different way of like solving the problem by using code. It's not really your artistic thing. It's not like a painting or layout or graphic design or something like that. It's just that fish. It's just that they're using what they know to come up with cool like new things. Like example, the guys from Google who do like let's at the top of my head, the translation of Google is actually pretty nice. Like the ones where if you scan a word, it translates it for you, and it's a really actual thing that I used IRL when I went to Japan. So I'm just like,
There's
god
another
dang,
bike.
the person who did this was actually a really interesting person. Like
Eric,
his hello, thank you. Oh, why can't I? There you go. Ah.
Ay,
What
So
the?
yeah.
Where's our bike?
I guess we're running. I have a hammer.
Where did you guys?
Eh.
Where's the bike? What happened to the bike? Voila.
But yeah, Hera, you were saying?
Koala, reindeer. Oh yeah, but yeah, like, for example, developers, they do really cool, innovative things, and I think that's super creative, like the way they would like do that for like as an innovative thing. And the same goes for like say people who like also like handle clients and different kinds of projects, because they do have like different solutions to things that may not be your usual creative things. Why is there a tire? I'm gonna throw this tire. Wah!
You can bounce on it.
Oh,
Yeah, you can throw and bounce on top of it.
okay. My bad. I just threw it over. So yeah, I just think that there's a different way how they show creativity. Wow.
Any thoughts, Sarah? Anything to add?
Not really, cause cause I'm also not exactly a creative person, especially in the traditional sense. Like, not a graphic designer, nor am I actually a copywriter. Cause I guess to give context to Hera a bit, when I was working in agency, I was client servicing front and center.
Yeah.
So, so it was nice when I started diving in jobs that was outside the industry, outside the agency, where I could flex a bit more of my creative side of ideation and like conceptualization and everything. So I do agree that some people think that, oh, just because I can't art that means I can't draw. People are by me, but oh no, not my boss.
Yeah, I
just
was
because-
activated the boss.
Like just
Oh.
because I can't draw means I'm not a creative person. Which I would like to disagree, because there is more than one way to be a creative person, that's for sure. So yeah, I agree with her on.
Excalibur rifle.
Oh, it shoots a knife that detonates after some time.
Oh, hell yeah!
Ah! I'm fine.
I like exploding things. Yeah.
But yeah, Sarah, you're saying?
Yeah, no, that's basically it. The fact that I do agree with Hera that there is more than just one way to be a creative person. And that people should start exploring different ways of being it. And Alice is ready.
Oh my god.
Also, I don't think
Dude,
we
we're on
ever
the
answered.
record amount, Dub.
I don't think we answered the question though.
Did we answer the question? Oh.
I don't know.
I think we somewhat answered the question of there are different kinds of creativity.
Yeah.
I have a follow-up question on that actually, which is, do you have any advice or recommendations for people who are trying to be more creative in adulthood? Because I do feel like creativity is something that comes almost naturally when you're a child, maybe because your mind is more open and you're you're just generally like more willing to try new things because everything is new, right? And there isn't so much judgment when you're a kid, let's be real.
Actually,
But I think being an adult and doing something creative, like, it can be very daunting. Do you have any advice for people who may struggle to like start thinking creatively, maybe?
Hera, would you like to go first?
You can go first. You can go first.
Tai Chi.
It's like, Hera, do you want to go first? No, you go first.
No, that's fair.
Just because.
My strongest advice would just be experiment, really. Like, creativity comes from experimentation. And speaking from someone who doesn't draw and doesn't do copywriting or doesn't do singing, like, experimenting with so many different things, as many things as you can. Like, even with streaming, I remember when I first started streaming, I was very experimental with like the text to speech, having like the avatar talk when the text to speech talks. Like also what Hera mentioned as well, like if you claim something, then if you claim a channel point redemption, like it will pop up into your monitor, like into the stream, those kind of things. And there was this one YouTuber, I can't remember what his name was, but he's also a streamer. I don't really watch his stream, but he does a lot of like experimental things for stream, and he also just talks about like the really interesting aspects of streaming, like how people are fighting, like playing Demon Souls or what's the latest one, Elden Ring. Yeah, Elden Ring on like just the numpad.
No.
Not numpad, sorry, that dancing mat thing.
Oh, the
I don't know.
DDR pad.
Yeah,
That's
that
so
one.
exhausting. What in the world?
People have done that, and there was a
People
streamer.
who are physically fit. God damn.
It was a girl, and she finished it. She finished all of it, and she did one more run after that where she had no hits.
Oh my god.
I remember seeing this. It was crazy.
Wild.
So like, just really experiment with whatever it is. Like, if it fails, then it fails. Regardless, things will fail, because things may not work out for you. But yeah, just keep experimenting. That's my. Also, I just realized I haven't done the wildlife.
Does anybody want gun? I have 5. Can someone please stake some?
Person does add something interesting. He says, speaking from a researcher's point of view, experimenting is important. Efficient experimentation comes down to finding out established methods and trying to innovate on them, which I totally agree. Yeah.
Actually, oh no, Atlas, no! Oh, how do we rescue him? Unsure. Huh.
Oh no.
Actually, to add to spores and words. Wait. Are there? Is it safe? Safe.
There's somebody coming. Yes. But yeah, Hera, you were saying?
Because you said something really interesting about how when you were young, you had no judgment, and then as you grow older, you get more judgment. You get more people, and I think the different standards as well, because we all could watch media. Like example, just the cool TikToks or the Instagram reels or something.
Once with Alice.
And even then it's like, man, like how do you compete with that? Like all you think about is competing with different people. And I think that is nice to an extent, but it to be like completely devoured by being competitive is not exactly like a good thing. So like in terms of that, who's shooting? Because like just an interesting observation, or maybe a retrospective thought from when I was younger. Like I said that I would be doing a lot of things and stuff in Neopets and all that. I feel like before I was doing a lot of things for myself, but when I got to college, when I got to a more structured university and a thinking and being influenced by different kinds of designers and stuff like that, which is a good thing, but there's also a cons to it, which is the comparison. And while it's also good because okay, there's a structure, there's a way to brainstorm more effectively, it's just a matter of letting go of some of the constraints that you self-inflict. So I mean those are personal things, and I only really got back to like being quote unquote more creative was when I started streaming, because I realized, oh, it's a new palette, it's a new canvas, and I can do anything I want without any kind of benchmark or anything like that. So it was a way for me to experiment and stuff, because after college, like after the perfectionist streak where like bunch of traumatizing have happened because college, it to be like that, I don't know, like it was I think your typical college midlife crisis kind of. So after that it's like, oh no, I feel like stunted and stuff, so it's not exactly a nice environment, or not even an environment, nice mindset to be in. So I think it's just like tips would be stop looking at other people and start thinking about what you actually like about them. Cause I feel like there's a bunch of things you like about someone, yeah? About a streamer and an influencer or even a content creator. Why do you like them, and how can you like apply that to yourself without comparing, if that makes sense. Like there's a balancing act that you have to do. It's a pink car. Oh wow. I don't know if that is, it feels like very abstract advice. It feels like very abstract advice, honestly. Yeah, but it's just like knowing Maybe it's knowing when to stop looking at others, and knowing when to let go of like judgment of other people, because it's hard to like shake that off, and
Mhm.
knowing what you like and what you want yourself to like make.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Sorry. We were talking about something deep, and I hit button Alice twice.
It's okay.
Oh,
Oh, I'm burning. Oh no.
I'm sorry, Hera.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh.
But yeah, I totally get what you mean, Hera. And there is this quote by Ira Glass that I always go back to, but the reason why I keep going back to it is because I find it personally very difficult to apply. And let me find that quote real quick.
Alice clipped.
Let's clip the hog. Oh, okay. So it's quite a long quote, so strap yourselves in.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's a really profound quote about art. And it goes, "Nobody tells this to people who are beginners. I wish someone told me. All of us who do creative work, we get into it because we have good taste, but there is this gap. For the first couple years you make stuff, it's just not that good. It's trying to be good, it has potential, but it's not. But your taste, the thing that got you into the game, is still killer. And your taste is why your work disappoints you. A lot of people never get past this phase. They quit. Most people I know who do interesting creative work went through years of this. We know our work doesn't have this special thing that we want it to have. And if you're just starting out or you're still in this phase, you gotta know it's normal, and the most important thing you can do is do a lot of work. Put yourself on the deadline so that every week you finish one story. It's only by going through a volume of work that you will close that gap, and your work will be as good as your ambitions." It's
That's a
difficult.
long.
Wow.
That's
There's
a long
actually
ass
a-
quote.
But it's
Yeah.
really good though. Like, yeah. Hell yeah. Oh my god. What is this
Sorry.
trash day Sporsa? Is this how you got in the first time?
Not to undermine Nat's quote, but you wanna know what my quote of living is when it comes
Whoa.
to doing things?
What?
You will.
Anyone here watches Adventure Time?
Yeah.
Do you
Pretty
remember
much.
Jake's quote? Sucking at something is the first step at being sort of good at something.
I mean, yeah, that's a great quote though.
It is, that's the
Yeah.
quote I live by.
I mean, it's not wrong. It's not wrong. It's actually, yeah. Yeah.
I
Because
can
it
hear
shows
it in
you're
his voice.
trying. You're
Yeah,
trying.
there's such a profound quote, and then there's just me quoting from a fucking kids show.
Hey, dude.
No,
that-
Adventure
it
Time
has
is
like
great.
good quotes. Bacon pancake.
True. Adventure Time,
Bacon
good show.
pancake. It's the only thing I know actually about it.
Have you heard the remix of that song?
It's
No.
great. Yeah, I've heard it.
You know which remix,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Making pancakes, making bacon. Okay, Hera, I'll send it to you afterwards.
Thank you. That's actually a show I haven't watched at all because, I don't know. I don't know. I just did not. It's I.
It's
It is a
It's
bit
got its
to
pros and
get
cons.
through in the beginning.
It can be really. Yeah, it can be really, really. I think.
yeah, there's a lot of fillers. And like just really random shit.
Yeah, I mean it's really fun if you like animation and like you're happy to sit through the show just being like silly and fun, which I really enjoy. But then if you're like looking out for just the profound stuff, it doesn't happen all the time.
Oh yeah, no. Only towards the end of the show.
Mm.
A lot, it's sprinkled here and there, I would say, but yeah, it definitely
It's
becomes
for
more
funsies.
profound as
Yeah.
it goes on.
But I like that quote, Nat. You know, like in retrospect too, I think that's the best way to get better with craft is you just keep on, like, for example, if you're an artist and as an illustrator too, I like you have to keep drawing even though it sucks, and you can't expect to have like a Mona Lisa each time too, because that's not gonna happen. It's gonna happen over time, at a eureka moment, or when you have like, I guess, different kinds of yeah, you burned there, you little sorry. There's a koala there running after us.
There's Doom guy around. Oh yeah, there's one by there's one by Hera.
Oh no! You just have to keep at it.
Yeah.
And I think it counts as streamer too. Like my first few
definitely.
streams were like blah blah. And even my current, some of my other streams are like blah blah. But there are some golden ones. And it just comes with time
Actually,
and effort.
yeah, I never even thought about applying it to streaming. And I think it's because streaming has just been like a really fun process for me that I never thought about it. But I find this same advice. Like, I have had this quote in my back pocket for like years, right? I've been telling this to myself for years, but it's so difficult to apply to the one thing that matters the most to me, which is writing. And I really want to get back into creative writing, but I can't. Like,
You have to write.
yeah, I know I have to, but it's like so. I mean, I think every creative person has gone through this, where it's just like, my God, I know I have to, but getting there is the hardest thing ever. Getting to the starting point is the hardest thing, and yeah, maybe in this coming year I should set that as a goal.
Yeah, actually, you can. Oh, another thing too. This goes back to Neopets. I can't believe it. Like, are we being
Full
paid?
circle.
Hello, Neopets? Can you sponsor us now? Cause like before, I had a community, right, of artists. We have our own little work there, trying to get votes and trying to bribe people through, you know, through very questionable means. But I was always surrounded by people drawing a lot, and people who would ask for critique, and you can also ask for critique in return. So it's like them helping you and you helping them. And the occasional, I'm not looking for critique, but I would like compliments about my work. Some people actually do ask that. Like, that's a thing. And we would be super supportive of each other because, I mean, I don't know, it's like a cult. It's like a little cult. I think surrounding yourselves with people who have the same drive will also help you with like finding the drive yourself, because you'll just like play on each other's passions.
That is so
So I think
true.
it's the same thing with, like, for example, I'm surrounded by a lot of streamer friends, and it's interesting seeing them do all this shit. So I'm like, oh, it's so inspiring to like do whatever, you know, and just have fun with it. Or you can even like play off of others as well. Yeah,
Also,
good
not to toot my own
influences.
horn, but I have done the 10.
Hell
wild.
yeah!
Oh, yay! Congrats.
Whose turn
That
is it
was
next?
annoying.
No, that's
Whose
it. I
turn
think.
It's
is
your
it
turn.
next?
I
Ooh.
think it's
Time
your
to
turn.
kill
If
the
you're gonna
Hera.
do battle
The
pass
chicken.
grinding. Wait, do you have the quest? It should be.
Yes, I do.
Should be a
Ah,
Yes,
weekly.
I do.
weekly. Because I'm not really sure which are like battle pass quests and which are not anymore. Fortnite is like pretty good about their like matching
true.
system.
Unlike some games. The game I've been
The V.
playing for
The
not
Forbidden
even
V.
V, the O,
The Forbidden O.
the V and the O. Oh, that's follow-up question.
Oh yeah, my question. Okay. My question. So it's kind of related to what we were just talking about, right? And I want to hear Hera's thoughts about this. So for you personally, is the final goal of creativity to become an expert? Or is it creativity for the sake of being creative?
I think it's different, I think, for different people. Like, there are some who really think that being better at their craft is like the end goal. But once you get there, actually, like, the question would be, what's your rubric for that? Like, why are you trying to get better? And like, who is judging, I guess, if that's the case.
Oh, that's a
So
good.
I don't know.
That's a
It's-
good thought. Who is judging?
Yeah, who's judging? Is it you or is it the other people? Because like, if it's you, that sounds okay. Because you're only like bound by your own personal goals and stuff. Like, you know yourself and where you stand. But if it's other people, it's kind of hard. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm looking at, for example, just by career-wise, like the ones who are very into awards. Like,
Yep.
I guess before, like when I was 23, specifically 23 years old. So it's like back when I was just, out of college and stuff like that, I thought awards were the end. But I think in the end, my goals have shifted from award things to just creating good work and just being good. Like, kind of like, I don't need to be great, I just need to be good. Because there's like a difference with how you think of that. And creating good work is always like, I think, the end goal for me. It's like work I'll be proud of, work I won't like cringe from just because like of how sketchy it is, for example. Especially nowadays, since there's like, I don't know, like how to put it in a very concise way, but hold on, let me grab
don't
a
have to
gun.
be
Let me
concise.
grab a gun, hold on. gun.
Here, take this.
Oh, there you go. Oh, I found one. Hee. Whoa. Okay, so it's like, lately, like there's a lot of fake news, right? And there's a lot of very sketchy, things that people are supporting that may not be good, per se. So, like, am I gonna do work to benefit something that does not align with my value? There's someone on the zipline. Wow, the audacity of that person.
Nice.
Yo, why are you on that zipline, my dude?
It does open you up to being shot.
It's like, yo, wait a minute.
Hi Enzo, how are you?
Wait, if I do that slurp barrel, are you also are you also
yeah.
like?
But it doesn't heal much. Just 10,
Yeah,
I think.
it's only, I think, a little bit. But yeah, I have to do work that aligns with my value, because otherwise, what use will that be? It can be like a totally it can be an amazing piece of work that's award winning, maybe, I don't know, or even one that's influential or reaches a lot of people or has a lot of engagement, but if it's not aligned with the values, I hope it's absolutely useless to me. So kind of like that. That's what my way of thinking would be. So that's why I say, like, I guess a goal would be to make sure that all the work that, or most of the work that someone does, is something that they're gonna be proud of and something that they won't like be ashamed of in the future. Like, I would say work for good, maybe, or at least work for something that's entertaining, or work that's something that's I guess it doesn't have to be useful, but it shouldn't harm also. If that makes sense. Like,
Yeah, no, it does.
Yeah, the creative work can be just creative. It can. Oh, there's a person there. What was that? Oh my god, he's running! Why are you know, I like that I'm talking about be a good person and then shooting someone in the distance.
Isn't it very therapeutic?
Very
Oh,
interesting,
no.
very interesting. But yeah, you don't have to solve world hunger, but you shouldn't be hurting others. I think it's something I would live by as a creative in this day and age.
But Hera, do you ever feel like you're... Eh? Oh, you're here. I was
Oh,
like, oh my
yeah.
god, who is that?
What up? What up?
Hera, have this?
Oh,
But yeah, do
Oh.
you... I totally
Trying to
see
fit the
what you
window.
mean by like that way of thinking.
Let's settle.
But do you ever feel daunted by your own like standards for what work is considered good?
mm. Yeah, I hate myself. Like sometimes, like you know, is it necessary to do like this and that, and be like perfectionist about it?
Unless there's a bike in the corner.
Like yeah,
Yeah, I
I'm
see.
still like I still wanna like be to do really nice things. But yeah, like I'm always daunted by like, is this work okay? Is this thing that I'm doing okay? Am I doing the right thing? Or am I going the right direction where I am in my career? 'Cause, I mean, sometimes I still get the where am I in my career, and I'm just like, oh, I'm here. you know those kinds of things. Gosh, I don't have to like work all the time. It like sometimes the career path isn't like isn't a peak, like a peak or something. Oh my gosh, I can't climb the cliff. Yeah, it's not like a mountainside. It's a diagonal up. Sometimes it slopes elsewhere, and it's just making peace with that kind of thing. Yeah, I think designers and artists are also like really bad judgers of themselves, aside
Oh.
from being bad judgers of other people.
Oh wow, the shade.
Oh my god. I hear things.
I so get what you mean though, because even though, like, as much as I want to say that, like in general, like you shouldn't be too hard on yourself, and sometimes like creativity can be enjoyed for the sake of creativity and all that, but I just know like it's bullshit. I don't believe in that. And it's not that it's not bullshit because I don't want to believe in it. I desperately want to believe in it, but I think maybe you can relate to this as well, but I'm very competitive by nature, and the biggest competition I have is with myself, and I cannot stand it when the things that I create don't meet like some level of my standards. It's definitely become more like tolerable, and I've been more kind to myself over the years. Like
Hera just left.
I've gotten into like the habit of I'm coming.
For other people, who would you pick? Like that's better to be competitive with. Why is she laughing like that? Oh.
No, I'm just looking at like Atlas, like the fat reindeer monster, like running with the car.
My god.
It's so cute. But yeah, what was I saying?
You being competitive to yourself.
Yeah, I mean it's gotten better over the years, where I've gotten into the mindset of like, even if it's not perfect, I'm just gonna move on. I've done my best that I can do at this point in time, and I'll just put in the work, you know. But it still feels bad every single time, and I have to constantly tell myself like it feels bad for a reason, and I just need to practice more. And yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to accept sometimes because you know your capabilities, and like from your quote, you have your taste.
Yeah.
And it is such a curse sometimes to be fully aware of it.
Yeah. It's a good quote, right?
It is a good quote. It's a very good quote. Beep beep.
Yeah, there's people fighting in that direction.
Once. I
But
already
yeah,
have one.
Sarah, what do you think about it? Do you suffer from similar personal problems?
Nat, I think you are more than aware that I do.
I mean,
I
not
like
really.
how Nat knew and Nat's just like, hey, hey.
I mean, not really. We've never really like talked about it before.
Oh.
There's someone on the right just now. On the left, sorry. True, we didn't really. I mean, I don't. It's. Yeah, I mean, we didn't really talk about it in detail, I guess.
Yeah, so give me the detailed account. Oh yeah, Sarah, you were gonna add your answer to the question?
What was the question again?
Perfectionism.
Ah. So, fuck, I don't know how to answer this question. I hate this. I I would say I was more of a perfectionist before. But yeah, like as some of you guys may have noticed, I've been very away on socials and Twitch. Just because I'm going through a certain thing at the moment. And I would say that kind of killed my perfectionism a bit, and that upsets me. Because for me, perfectionism was what made me do work. It was like my motivation factor, I guess you could say that. And the fact that like it no longer is with me, it kind of sucked. And I back then as well, I realized I had a unhealthy obsession with it when it came to like comparing myself with other people, like what Hera said, like, and what your quote said basically as well now, is the fact that you should only compare yourselves, especially with your past selves, your past work and the work that you've done before. Yeah, I guess that's really it. Like it's such a sad, like, I think having a perfectionism trait is a good thing if you know how to cope with it, or like you know how to
Harness
deal with
it.
it. Yeah, harness it. Like every bad thing can be a good thing if you know how to work with it, basically. Yeah.
I feel like this is. I don't know if this is helpful because it's something that we're all struggling with, and it's not that we don't know any better, but like, I do think it is something that a lot of creators go through, where, yeah, it's just gonna be something unavoidable, and all you can really do is remind yourself of what is right and what is recommended, but putting it into action is very difficult.
Yeah. Like I would say, if you were to ask one advice, like how to cope with perfectionism, I guess, is, I think, why are we saying it as if it's like a mental health issue? Perfectionism.
I mean, it kind of is, and
It kind of is, but like.
probably like at its worst, right? Which is okay. It's really interesting for you to talk about perfectionism as something that you've been able to harness in the past, because I feel like that is such a superpower in itself, you know, because I have friends who are going through this, and me myself, I've been through this in the past, where like perfectionism was very crippling.
Yeah, so.
Like, rather than allowing it to like fuel my need to get better and all this positive stuff, like it actually crippled me from like wanting to do anything, because it was so toxic to the point where like if I wasn't gonna be perfect at it very quickly or almost immediately from the get-go, then I would rather not start.
But yeah, I wanted to say about like how I dealt with it. Like I guess as a mini advice to other people is basically how I also changed how I consumed social media. Like you really need to stop spending so much time following people. Like I only follow friends on Instagram now. I try not to follow friends on meme accounts. Those are the two accounts I follow. I don't follow like celebrities or like influencers or whatever because I never really liked those kind of things. Like it just made me think so much about myself.
Oh.
And like I always try to compare myself with my previous work, like in a slight cynical way, like how can I perfect my previous work with the knowledge that I have, with the knowledge and skills that I have now. Yeah, that's basically it.
I see what you mean then about like it feels less like perfectionism and more just like drive, I would say.
No, we're jumping.
Where are we going? Oh, okay.
Pink.
Yeah, I would say it's about drive and motivation, right? Basically. And
Yeah, like using
becoming like an expert at what you do can be very strong motivation, but I guess it's where like it's rooted, I suppose.
Like for me, it's perfecting the formula or like my work style, my work ethics kind of thing.
I think that's one of the more healthy ways to look at it.
Yeah.
Like recently it's been a bit easier on me as well because I've been viewing it as a sort of like creative fulfillment rather than creative perfection.
Actually, that's a good way to put it. Fulfillment versus perfection.
Because I think like the hold on.
Oh.
Yeah, and I think what changed that mindset for me was kind of realizing that I actually enjoy being creative and I like being creative for the sake of being creative, and there's like a lot of fulfillment in putting effort into something creative and coming up with a product that you are satisfied with to like some degree. Just like the process of working on something, you know? I realized that I really enjoyed that regardless of what regardless of like the standards I placed on myself, and it's a lot easier to go into any sort of creative thing now when I think about it in that way. Just doing it for the sake of, you know, enjoyment and improvement, but not necessarily yeah, actually, you know, the whole 30 30 under 30 thing, like I wouldn't say I was so hardcore on that grind back then, but I definitely had a lot of high standards for myself, especially in like the high school uni years when I felt like I had to make something of myself, even though as a kid of that age, like you don't really know what that means. Making something of yourself. You don't even know how the world works yet, you know? So it's really ironic and funny, but yeah, it used to consume me, like the fact that oh, I'm not sure what my purpose is, and shouldn't I be doing something that contributes to my purpose and all that bullshit. But it's a lot better now that I'm like focusing on what makes me happy and feel fulfilled instead of yeah, perfectionism or achieving something. So I totally echo your thoughts on it, Hera.
Oh, I'm crouching. Oh, yes. Sorry.
Congrats!
Yes, oh, yes. Yes, sorry. I like how you're talking about perfectionism. And I'm just like, I finally crouched. Yeah. I wanna add to what was said about social media, because I actually went through the same thing a couple of months ago, because I felt like I was following too many things on Twitter, but I wasn't really following too many things on Twitter. It was just like my the people I'm following that I actually want to follow have been retweeting and liking different things. So it's like I see what
coming
they're.
over.
Oh, I'm going to. I see what they're always posting and stuff, you know. And
Net, touch me. Get me up, please, Net.
But yeah.
Oh yeah,
what?
yeah,
Yes, Hera, you were saying.
Twitter.
Mm.
So I went on a really bad self-esteem journey a couple of months ago with Twitter because I would like my thing would be I like to follow artists and people whose art style I like and who I jive with. But what's happening aside with the Twitter's likes, retweets, and whatever, I'm being fed so much information that I don't even see the people I like. Like, I'm seeing everybody else's artwork, and it's just like, oh my god, why am I like being bombarded by this? And it's just doing something weird with my mind. With how, like, why am I suddenly comparing myself to this person? Or why am I suddenly comparing blah blah blah? And I had to like detox from social media because it's just not helping with like productivity, because I'll be like super down about like why is my work like this when their work is like that, and it's just like a weird mindset. So now I have it where some people like I use TweetDeck to like filter out sometimes, like do I want retweets or do I not want retweets? Because yeah, you can do it on TweetDeck. It's like the deck version of Twitter basically. So now I have
I know
like
that, but I never realized that was a feature.
yeah, you can turn off retweets. So now I see like the artists I actually wanna see and the original posts of other people. Although I do have like a separate panel for like friends, so I see their retweets because yeah. Because sometimes I just want to see retweets, you know, turn it on and off. So it depends on what mood or what my mindset is. So that helped with the feeling of incompetence a lot by filtering out like what I want to see. Because I realized that back then I didn't have this feeling before, like way back in the old internet. So I was just like looking at what's new and what's different. Because like for example, when I was in DeviantArt, I would be only seeing the people I followed. So like I would be seeing their artwork. If I want to find something else, I would then look for it. And even back when only when I went to Twitter where the algorithm is just super off and it's just giving me everything versus like search and filter things. And that adds to the pressure, and it adds to like I don't know, it adds to to that kind of thinking, and just I want to be able to control like what media I'm consuming, to be able to have my mind under control or at ease or at a good state, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. Definitely.
I bet the Twitter view counting is not helping.
No.
Oh,
The TweetDeck doesn't have it though.
that's good. That's good.
Yeah, it
Let me just switch
doesn't.
over.
Yeah. It was it doesn't show you the analytics and stuff.
It's honestly so dumb.
Mm-hmm.
Like
It
I
is.
get it from a like this is actually very useful stats from a business perspective, but it doesn't make sense as a feature for everybody. Like nobody asked for this.
Yeah. I don't think it should be for consumers.
It's very
Like-
useful like as an analytical tool for like social media management and stuff like, but the thing is it kind of existed even before. Like you would just have to go into the back end and look at tweet impressions, right?
Yeah,
Mhm,
it was
yes,
not
yes.
publicly available information, basically.
Yeah.
It was only to you.
Like
Yeah, it's
here we
honestly
go.
stupid.
And here's another comparison thing.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa! I didn't know it could build something. Nat, look at this. There's build mode. Nat.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa. There's build mode, Nat.
Hera is so filled with childlike wonder. I love it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, guys, I got a truck. Beep beep.
Do you know that you can?
Y'all trust me? We.
Do you know you can upgrade your truck? But yeah, where were we? What were we talking about?
He's
Are we
here.
doing a podcast right now?
You see?
Oh.
Podcast. I saw footsteps just now. Faintly. Just keep an eye out.
Go for the rest.
I
Yeah.
genuinely forgot
It's right in
what
front
we were
of us.
talking about.
Twitter.
How can we wait for it?
Twitter.
Oh
Perfection.
yeah. Oh, I wanted
Twitter
to ask.
perfection.
like-
Building, inside
okay,
building, inside
let's,
building.
Let's let them do this first.
So,
Okay, I can ask my question now, which is, since you said that you are working to control the media that doesn't help like in any mentally like positive ways, are there social media platforms or media out there that make you feel positive and that you go back and like revisit because it makes you
Hey,
feel
ka.
better?
oh no, oh no, oh no, no.
Oh my god, why are our last few matches so sweaty?
Oh, because the questions are getting harder.
Chugging, hope.
Last difficult question, I promise.
Okay.
Want me to repeat the question?
Oh,
my
yes,
god,
yes,
there's a
yes,
bike
yes, yes.
incoming! Or is that your bike?
No, that's
Oh no, it's
just,
Hera! Hera with the vehicle!
Yeah, do you trust me? I don't have any sense of direction.
I trust you, but you need to turn off the radio.
How do you turn off the radio?
Press R.
Press R.
Yes, ah.
Because they usually play
Okay.
like copyrighted music.
Oh shit.
It's
Yep.
quite fun, like when you... Oh,
Not streaming.
yeah, it's fun when you're not streaming. Oh my god!
34.
Broken shield. Get him.
Ah,
Nice.
let's
GG.
go!
The 6-1 boys.
Yahweh! Oh my god.
We will
Shit.
we will not live up to this expectation, huh?
We will not. We have never been on like this kind of streak before.
What's happening? Is it because I don't know, it's about graphic design and marketing? Is that why?
Maybe because we're really distracted and we're talking about good topics and
Meanwhile, perfectionist is a good topic. Oh god. Imagine.
I think we can do
But
one
yeah,
more
Pretty
game.
Boy, hi, welcome
We
back.
have one last question to wrap up.
Yeah.
Right?
So I had a short question and then we can wrap up. But before that, actually, yeah, let me ask the question that I'm gonna like noom to the bathroom. Then I'll be back. And Sarah, you juggle for a while.
Okay.
So my question was, since you have social media that you consume less or consume in different ways because of the negative effects, I was wondering if you have social media or in fact like any sort of media that you go to when you want to feel good and like it picks up your mood and you feel nice. Like, is there anything like that for you? Like a happy song, I guess. Also,
Is Discord a social media?
I guess so.
Technically, okay, no.
I'm gonna go toilet first. I can hear your answers because I have a Bluetooth.
Yeah.
Go toilet, go toilet, go toilet.
But
go
I want to argue this. I don't think Discord is technically a social media because it acts more as a forum. So it is it's the internet, yes, but the forum is not social media. The forum is just part of the internet. So Discord acts the same way, where you have your private groups. And then there's like more public groups where anyone can join and discuss.
Yeah, actually, you know what? Let's talk about that because I don't know. It's like, which sites are technically social media, and which sites are like sites with social things.
Definition of social media. I am searching that.
Thank you. Hell
Interactive
yeah.
media technologies that facilitate the creation and sharing of information, ideas, interests, and other forms of expression through virtual communications networks. In that case, everything's a fucking social media. Fucking Blogspot
Wait,
is
where are we
social
dropping?
media.
Where are we dropping? Where are we dropping?
Relax.
Okay. Thank you.
It's all
Okay,
good.
I was panicking.
Yeah, I mean we have to wait
Spanish.
as well because Nat is in the toilet.
Oh. What would happen if she can't jump?
Should just land in the water.
Oh.
Yeah, like after a while, if
Oh.
you don't jump, they'll just kick you out of the bus,
Oh.
and then you'll just fall slowly.
Sorry about that. Going to
Oh.
the bathroom as well.
Okay. Interesting. So we have two people falling in the water. It's okay. Can he die
Oh.
there? No.
No, no, no.
Okay. Good. Because I don't know how to fish that out of the water.
Fishing simulator.
Grenade. This is the best weapon here in this game. The grenades.
I am back.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Where are we dropping?
Oh.
Here?
Yep.
Oh, y'all are there. Okay. Coming. Oh, but yeah, you were saying Discord?
Do you consider that as social media? Because I don't.
Yeah. Yeah.
I never considered that.
I feel like even I mean, it kind of feels like a chat platform, but because there's so many additional like features, right? I feel like it qualifies as social media.
It's definitely not your traditional social media, that's for sure. It's not like, because if Facebook is your like I would say example, it's definitely not, because but then again it could, because you're in Facebook, you're creating your own like little community-ish by adding your contacts, so that's what your timeline has. In the same vein as in Discord, you're adding people into your server, so that's what your timeline, quote unquote, would have. Kind of. I don't know.
I think it's considered as social media. Okay, what about if it's not social media then? Like, do you have like a happy song or a book or a movie or a game or whatever that you tend to gravitate to when you kind of need cheering up?
Oh god. Wait.
Is it cringe?
It is
That
cringe.
really do be asking.
It is cringe. Okay.
That really do be asking the hard questions though.
Okay.
Really?
So Discord helps me with like being happy in general, because, well, number one is because it's a community I could, like, at least for my Discord, it's a community I can sort of what do you call this, curate. So it's not like Twitter where it's just like, oh, everything's just being bombarded at you and you cannot control it. I'm coming.
Yellow.
Okay, the question was if you're sad, right? Or is there like a specific situation?
No, not really. But you can be
Okay.
specific if you want.
Honestly, the past few days, LOL, Overwatch, and Valorant have been like my go-to picker-uppers. Sadly, enough. No, cause like it helps me by not overthinking. Like I think we go back to the perfectionist thing, right? Because it's like our brains just being all crazy and stuff like that, and you overthink a lot of things. And the past how many weeks have been a lot of self-esteem issues also, and a lot of crazy things at work as well, aside from personal self-esteem issues. So it's like the only thing to keep my mind, or not even the only thing, but one of the things that keep my mind from thinking too much and going on a spiral is to think about other things. And the games especially that are designed to be like that, where it's all you could think about. Like Overwatch, you have to keep track of the cooldowns and stuff, and you have to keep a track of the games and how you play or positioning. With Valorant, you have to like think about your aim all the time, and also like where you are game sense wise. So like games are those kinds of games where I have to think about things, like give me a little bit of respite from all the other things.
I think I
Like,
know
makes
what
sense.
Hera's talking
Yeah.
about.
Uh-huh.
For me, I call that information stimulation.
Yeah.
Like you just
Yeah, yeah.
constantly need.
Fancy.
Yeah, it's like, I had a long time to think about it. Like, you need constant stimulation for yourself. Like either with games that are like Valorant, where you have to constantly think about your positioning, where your teammates are, where the enemies are, yada yada yada. Like even when it comes to work, what I do is whenever I have to do like any pitch decks or whatever stuff, I tend to watch videos while I work, just because I need that stimulation to just keep myself going.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Get what you mean. I definitely
And
understand.
with that, it's like also, for example, if for me, because I do have anxiety sometimes, and the past weeks are an exercise in kind of like keeping that in check. A game that has a specific purpose and a specific goal in mind, which is not to die and to kill the things in front of you, basically. That gives like a focal point instead of like, oh, you think of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things all at once and it spirals. So like me thinking of a game in that kind of way, like at least for me personally, it's also gonna depend on what like the other person is, honestly. Like, yeah, to me it's like it's the best way to feel present, to suddenly think that, okay, wait, I need to get rid of all these other things that are not helping and focus on whatever is on hand, which is the game itself.
Mm-hmm.
And in that regard, it kind of like helps, kind of like balance things out a bit. It's like games are really a nice way to balance things out, to an extent, obviously.
That's really nice.
It's just cringe though. It's Valorant and Overwatch. Ugh. Ugh,
I
feel
mean,
disgusting.
it's not just
Yeah.
the game also, but I think the social component of sometimes just like jumping into a game with friends and just like thinking about nothing except the game and having a good time with people you care about. I think it helps in many ways. I do have a little bit to add to that, but I think first, before we like go into the final bits, and just like if Hera has anything she wants to promote, etc., etc. Does chat have any specific questions that we want to go through? I don't think we'll be fielding too many today, just because we've had a pretty long session already. But if you have any, you can leave them in chat, and we'll pick a few, one, some. We'll see how it goes.
Ooh, chess.
Okay, I'm going task manager real quick to end some background shit.
Oh no.
Team, fuck off.
Oh no.
There's people ziplining? Yeah.
But yeah, I do feel like your answer, Hera, and I guess it also is kind of effectively Stara's answer.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
I think it's quite relatable.
Oh my god, I can't see
no.
anything! Hey, wait, I would like to apologize, but can we extend for one more game? I really can't play in this fucking condition.
Yeah.
And do you want to
Yeah,
restart?
I like this game.
Yeah, I'm gonna restart. You guys can just run around real quick, finish up whatever quests.
Yeah,
I like
and
this
in the
game.
meantime, if chat has any questions, like go ahead and put them in chat.
Yeah.
About
yeah.
creativity or about Hera or anything that we talked about today. In the meantime, I can give my answer about the like media that makes me happy, I guess.
Yeah.
But it's a bit more like I don't know if it's like more or less relatable. I think less relatable.
Which is
I'm curious
It's
now.
okay.
What is
It's
that?
really different depending on like the days, right? It depends on what mood I'm in. But I do have a couple of like stalwarts that I go back to like again and again. I have like two favorite podcasts that I always listen to. In fact, like they've kind of become my like good night buddies because I've been having trouble like turning off my brain recently, and I think it's more so like an impulse like ADHD sort of thing where I find it really difficult to initiate the task of going to sleep. But the moment I'm like asleep, right? I'm like asleep. Like the moment I can lie down and just lie still for one moment, I'm asleep. So what I've been doing is like listening to podcasts to like almost like trick my brain into thinking that I'm doing something when I'm not actually doing anything. I'm just listening to podcasts and I'm asleep in like 5 minutes.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. That's like a superpower. Holy, I don't know how people do that.
Yeah, it's
I
just
can't
been...
I can't sleep that easily. I wish.
Yeah.
I guess because it's like
Same.
a different issue for me, I guess. Because it's not really an issue of like not being tired enough. Like most of the time my body is pretty tired.
Oh, good night, people. My stamina.
But like
Also-
being able to initiate the task is like the hardest thing in the world for me. That's why I feel like it's an ADHD thing, but I always go back to like those two podcasts in particular. Like one of them is, are you guys okay? Y'all still in the storm. Oi! But yeah, I guess as we're wrapping up, do you have any final words of advice, Hera, for either creatives or budding streamers or what have you? Whatever advice you want to give. General life advice.
General life advice. Learn graphic design.
Graphic design will change your life. Oh my god, why is my
True.
sprint not working?
I think having fun though. I think it's the best thing I could say because most of the things that I've done and have like given me opportunities in, like for example, like games before, the forums from before, the communities like I was with before, it was all about having fun. And like even now, like with the streaming, like I'm just trying to like be myself and just have an outlet where I'm just like having fun really with people and new friends. So like it sounds super wholesome. It sounds super wholesome
Awesome and cringe.
movie. It's kind of weird, but like honestly, yeah, it's just like because the moment I think you stop thinking about trying to perfect everything and just going and just Shia LaBeouf do it kind of like thing. I think that's a moment where you're just more open to a lot of cool stuff. And if something comes your way that completely offsets whatever it is that you're doing, you just go with the flow and try to build up on it. How do you actually jump like super? Okay, there we go. I'm jumping now.
My game is still running like ass.
Oh no.
Well, I guess it's time to call it.
Yeah. It is
I still
okay.
have to do my Genshin. Fuck.
There's always
Maybe it'll
tomorrow.
work for Genshin. Who knows?
I might just restart my PC.
Oh, Q says, speaking of graphic design is my passion. I learned about mobile UI this morning. Believe it or not, there's an actual car rental website which still uses the design from the 90s. Oh, I
my
don't
God.
doubt that there are so
Wow.
many websites out there that still use their designs from the 90s.
Oh my god.
I
It's
have no
relic.
doubt.
There is still a Space Jam website if you guys remember that.
Like the movie?
yeah, come on and slam. Welcome to the jam. Yeah, it's still up. Like
I
right
thought you
now.
actually
Yeah.
memorized that.
Yes.
Hera's era.
Hera's
Yes.
era.
Yeah. Oh my god, dude. Jam came out, I was like, oh my god, this is the future.
This is the
This
future.
is the future.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god. It was wild. And yeah, if you guys go and visit the website right now, it's still the website from the 90s. It has not changed in ages.
Someone is still paying
It's
for that
wonderful.
address.
So
It's
wonderful.
like how in Outlast, I don't know if y'all knew, but in Outlast there's like the organization, right? The what do you call it? The asylum. If you search them up on Google, they have a website. It's based on the game. Like the devs,
Yeah,
like one dedicated
still
dev
paying?
is just like keeping it up or something.
It's
Yeah, they're still
amazing.
paying for the bloody website URL.
Oh my god.
Those
I'm
things aren't
pretty
cheap
sure-
exactly.
I'm
No,
pretty
it's
sure
not.
they save, like, not save, but I'm sure they're earning enough money from Outlast to pay at least the website though.
Yeah, but it's not cheap though.
Yeah, the Steam sales. But yeah, like the website traffic too. But I'm pretty sure maybe people wouldn't go there a lot. Maybe. I don't know.
What about you, Sarah? Any final advice since today we were talking about creativity and all that?
I guess the advice that I gave earlier, which is just experiment.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, because you really won't know what it is that you would like. My game is running like ass actually. It's distracting me.
It's okay.
But yeah, like just keep on experimenting, especially with the things that you do as well, like graphic design. Let's say, for example, you know, experiment with different art styles, different formats, different mediums. Like also, you know, like experiment with.
Somebody here.
Okay,
Oh,
I thought it was
squad
the board
here.
that killed you.
No, not the bar.
Like experiment, maybe start making. Yeah.
Ay.
Balloon guy is very low. Like start with maybe like start a web comic kind of thing. Ooh, hi friend. Who's shooting at me? What about you, Nat? What advices would you give from the conversations that we've had?
Sometimes you gotta suck at something before you get kinda good at something.
Hey,
Hell
that sounds so familiar.
I mean, yeah, it's true. And it's gonna be tough. And I think evidently from like all three of us still suffering like crazy from it. It's gonna be a process, but hang in there.
I think it's nice to talk about it, honestly.
Yeah.
Because, like, especially if, for example, like, some people think that XYZ has it all together, blah, 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 blah. You know? And then you don't know the other side of the story of XYZ, blah, 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 blah. So it's. Yeah. So it's like, it's nice to know that some people are also human and we gotta work it out together somehow.
Yeah.
Oh my
shit.
god! Oh my god!
Okay, let's go back to lobby, guys. I think we had enough for tonight. We got 6 dubs. I think we
That's-
can call it
yeah.
in peace. We can
And
go
I'm gonna
sleep
buy
in
the battle
peace.
pass tomorrow, so.
Oh yeah,
Actually,
I won the bet.
We won the bet,
what bet?
So
We didn't
bad.
bet shit. I like how you guys are like, we won the bet. We didn't even have a bet.
Oh, but this was literally this was fun though. Oh my god.
I'm glad you had fun though.
I did not have the same experience in Apex versus this. Let's just say, because I don't like battle royale. Like there's so many people, and I think yeah, there's so many people, and I get lost. But this is fun. This is actually fun.
Aw.
What's Overwatch again? Don't know. Don't care.
What is
Valorant?
What is
How you
Valo?
spell that? Valorant?
Valorant.
Valorant? Huh?
Valorant.
I don't know. I can't even spell it. Not sure what it is.
Wow.
He erased his horror game. Valorant is a horror game.
Not wrong though.
I mean,
But yeah, thank you so much for being on the podcast with us, Hera. We had such a good time. And we got 6 freaking dubs. We're never gonna, like, you're gonna have bragging rights for this for, like, the rest of your life. I don't think we're
Yeah,
gonna be
pretty
able to beat this.
oh no.
True,
I think I think it's the carry squad. It's the carrying squad and Mercy Main, Res, yeah. That
Yeah,
is my
and-
specialty.
You were very good at rezzing, though, to be fair.
You are very helpful with that.
Mm.
But yeah.
Like not even carry you to a corner, just res you in the middle of an open field.
In the open field.
Yeah. Dude,
It's
I'm like
no.
reviving behind a rock. It's like as safe as it can be. I'm still getting shot. I'm still dying. Hera out in the fields. For some
It's like,
reason.
no.
Like,
Stand
invisible.
your ground. Or you shoot me. Oh, my god.
But yeah, thank you so much. Do you have anything you want to plug? Your stream, upcoming plans for 2023 that people should watch out for on your channel? Anything?
I think I think our Christmas party was just over. Our Christmas party was yesterday. That one something. Hey.
Oh my gosh. Yeah,
Oh,
Justin
no,
told me
yeah.
all about it and I'm looking forward to
I'm
it.
Terrified. Be terrified. So yeah, I think really it's just a lot more things at Olympus, like our Discord server. Like for example, a lot more community things like movies and just generally hanging out and getting to know people, because I think that's what I stopped doing like in the middle of the year because of a lot of reasons, like for example personal things and also a lot of busy stuff like work. So it's like I do want to get to know more people and stuff and spend time with them. So that's one thing that I'm planning on doing. And also for next year, like oh my goodness, just like fixing this whole subscription mess. Like good gracious. Like I'll be making quote unquote, I don't know, stickers or whatever, free whatever to people, I guess. So that's something to watch out. And more emotes, I suppose. I don't know. There's so many things that I need to do for like the stream just to get it fun.
One thing at a time.
Yeah. And of course, like I was talking about it earlier, like some of the graphic design podcast things. Or not even podcast, it's just like a talk or some sort, like a workshop. Because that's something I wanted to like continue. Because way before, like back when Olympus started, we already have like these things called cafe talks, where we invite like different people to talk to the Discord. Like there's a bunch of people in the VC, and we listen to the person's like I wouldn't say lecture, but like a 30-minute or even less talk about what they do and if they have any questions. So we had like a bunch of photographers there. We had like designers there. And we even had like an adult what's that, adulting type of career advice panel thing that we did before too, because like we had a lot of college kids in the server, so we did some stuff like that, and then it just fizzled out because of how busy things were. And I kind of want to bring that back, but more of like maybe a more specific skill set like design or even animation, because I also do a lot of animation on the side as well.
That's awesome.
Yeah. It's gonna be, everybody's gonna have skill sets next year, guys. Get your LinkedIn resumes going, you know.
The year of learning. Let's do it.
The year of LinkedIn.
The year of LinkedIn. Oh my god.
Yeah. It's a vague thing to plug. It's just more of like, watch out.
That's all good.
Watch out.
Watch
Soon
out.
TM. Soon trademark.
But yeah, go and follow Hera, guys. Otherwise, how are you gonna know what she's up to?
I
So
don't
go
even
and
know what
follow her
I'm up to,
if-
honestly. I don't know.
Your socials are all Herasays, right?
Except for Twitter. It has a D to it because someone took the Herasays one. Oh.
But yeah, I guess that concludes the forecast for today. I had a lot of fun.
Me too. I
Thank you for
enjoyed it.
coming
Thank
on
you.
board.
Thank you for inviting. This was a fun pyramid scheme. Like, holy shit.
The only good pyramid scheme.
And I didn't even have to draw circles on paper.
I know, they were in
Yeah.
circles. Where are my circles? That's the
Draw
only thing
some
I'm
circles
complaining
for you.
about.
I
Where
need
are
to
the
show you how the
circles?
downline process works.
Yeah, and there has to be like arrows too.
So many arrows.
That's yeah. But this was fun. Thank you for having me, and I appreciate the invitation. And also, thank you for teaching me how to play Fortnite. It's a good game.
Well, we're glad you enjoyed, and if you ever need a squad, we play
Oh my God,
fairly
yeah, to-
often.
Tomorrow.
Just hit us up anytime.
Tomorrow after you buy the battle pass.
Oh my
Just like message Ned or
God.
Naya like at 3 a.m. in the morning. Not okay, maybe not 3, but like 1 a.m. we'll still be playing.
Oh my God. Imagine.
Fair, fair. This is like high odds roll. Like you don't even have to roll like that rare of like a dice
Yeah.
to find when we're playing Fortnite.
Oh my God. Nat is screaming internally for the successful conversion of a Fortnite. Oh my, is that what your fans are gonna be called now?
No,
I don't mind.
Fortnite.
Fortniters. Let's go.
Oh no.
I refuse.
Hell
That's just
yeah.
shaking her head in disapproval.
Hell yeah.
No. Not like this. Yeah, right, no.
Fortnutters.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Well.
I'm trying to be happy.